Well, I just saw Supergirl. I can talk about some things, brief thoughts, social thoughts, quick thoughts, but I can at least give you my overall thoughts, kind of what I did for my out of the theater reaction. People kept asking, and one of the questions we get all of the time now: do you still think they'll do a Thundercats movie? And I said, I don't know. With the way He-Man did, and Wingard wanted to do one. Well, Warner Brothers said a Thundercat movie going to happen. So people who are getting excited about that, tell you what, people are really getting excited about. House of the Dragon season 3 came out. It was pretty big. Talk about the thoughts and how that landed. Toy Story 5, massive start worldwide, massive start domestic. So we'll discuss that and more potentially. Well, I'll discuss it one way or another. Right now, it's just me. Roka's supposed to be here, but hopefully he gets here by the time that the credits are rolled. So let's get into it. Here we go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the show. It is Monday. You know, it's funny. I had told you guys last week that I didn't think I was going to be able to do the show here today because I would be seeing Supergirl earlier in the morning. But then I thought about it. I was like, I could probably get back in time if John can move to, 2 o'clock my time, then we could do the show. So I wrote him and said, hey, can you do the show at 2 or 11 a.m. your time? He said, yeah, I'm in. Well, I'm by myself right now. I don't know what that means. I don't know if he's going to be here or not. But he's not here right now, which is fine. And I can kind of go over the same type of thoughts that I gave. Again, I can't give a full-on review yet because the embargo doesn't drop until Wednesday. So my initial thoughts as I was coming out of the theater was, you guys know, in general, that I haven't been blown away by the trailers. I thought it was going to be kind of a big Guardians of the Galaxy type feel for the film. I didn't get that. And I say that in a good way. Not that Guardians is a bad movie. It's just I wanted it to have its own voice. And I feel like it did have its own voice. There's a lot of things that worked. There were a lot of things that didn't. The villain is terrible. So many different times this happens. He doesn't know what to do with himself. And he's not intimidating. And I don't know why Kara is intimidated by him at all. She's awesome. She is awesome in the role. It's short. And when they go into the emotions work. When they go into a lot of the fights get repetitive. The emotions work though. The emotions work. The character building works. The chemistry between her and the girl work. Lobo's good, but there's just it's clunky. It's clunky, and I think ultimately, like I said in my out of the theory, I think it's going to be forgettable. But that's my thoughts. But I'm going to do some magic. I'm going to see if I can get John here just by doing magic. I'm going to pretend that. Look at that. Wait. Oh, no. That usually would happen when I can set up the shop beforehand. There's somebody's on time, but he wasn't. There you go.
You know what? You changed the start time. Sometimes things get.
I didn't change the start time 2 minutes ago.
I apologize.
Last night.
Things happen, man.
Sorry, I got to adjust your shot. Hold on.
Okay.
There you go. Look at that. It worked out. Okay. So I was just I can't give a full review yet because obviously
of course,
go to drop Wednesday. But I just literally saw Supergirl, got on the train. I'll tell you what is going to be shocking to you. Maybe not to you, but I won't speak for them, and I'll let them reveal their names rather.
Okay.
But I liked the movie 1,000 times better than the critics that I saw the movie with. I'll tell you that.
Oh wow,
There's a very well-known critic that was at my screening, and I was talking to her afterwards. She hated it.
Oh wow.
There is another guy who was really looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah.
Hated it. And I said, look, it didn't have the Guardians of the Galaxy feel. They go, we disagree. We thought that's all it was. I didn't mind I didn't think the jokes worked.
Okay.
But they weren't harassing you the way the He-Man jokes were.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I feel like,
don't say that. Kalinowski might hear you. He's already seen He-Man 3 times. Okay, don't say that too loud. He didn't like the joke.
Sarah also. I don't get it. But I will say I feel like our worry, me and you, was that it's going to feel like a gun film, but with the guise of Gillespie. I felt that was Gillespie's film.
Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear.
There are some gun isms in there, like some slow motion music, but who doesn't, do that at some point? Slow motion action scenes with music, but the way that the gun field powered the trailer didn't really power the movie for me.
Okay.
And I thought that was a
That's good.
positive. Not nothing against gun style, but just I wanted to see someone else do their own thing.
Right.
It's clunky. The villain is terrible. I mean, terrible,
Yeah. Everyone's been
terrible,
saying that. Everyone's been
terrible,
saying that.
terrible. And I like Matthias Schoenaert a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and it's just I just think
Well, do you
ultimately
think it was written terrible, or do you think his performance was terrible? Like, what's
I think
the
a little
issue with the film?
I think a little bit of both.
Okay.
It's like a side villain that is the main
Oh,
villain. You know what
okay.
I mean? Like
That's
he's
never a
the
good
main
thing.
villain, but he should be like the second. He should be the third in charge underneath the main villain. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like he's and
Okay.
I don't understand why he's so strong. They don't really explain it.
Okay.
But
How's the
she's
Kryptonian stuff? Can you say?
great.
Okay.
I thought it was
All
better
right.
than the Superman Kryptonian stuff.
Wow.
That's that aspect of it, and the motion
Okay.
works. It's short. It's an hour and 45. Not sometimes they make an hour 45 because they wanted to wrap it up. I'm like, this could have
Right.
been longer to explain a little bit more and to do some
Right.
more stuff because
Yeah.
I feel like there was more to it because I like I said, some of the critics there hated it. I
Yeah.
didn't. I went
Okay.
and maybe I just wasn't expecting that much, but I do ultimately think it's a shrug of why did they do this 1 second?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Well, it just shows, like he started out with this very concrete plan, right? When he did that whole announcement. And I think he's been realizing, and Saffron as well, that like things are always shifting. The sands are always shifting. And so he thought, well, let's try this, because remember, when they put this in motion, we were in a different state of approach to this stuff with more diversity, want to focus on more, uplifting women, all that kind
Right.
of stuff. And so it made sense. You're like, okay, now I'm going to do this. And certainly politically, James leans in that direction. So that makes sense as well. But clearly the time has changed, and clearly they didn't get this thing right from what you're saying. And overall, the reviews have not been great. They've been good to middling to terrible, but they haven't been, no one's been like, this is the most, that's not paid or not an influencer.
Right.
This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my
No,
life.
and it needs to be,
So,
unfortunately. It needs to be
Mm.
unfortunate. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
should have been great because with the budget, lack of marketing, and now they're pushing up the marketing a little bit more. And
Yeah.
Toy Story, which we'll get into in a little bit.
Yeah.
This movie's gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
And I liked it a lot more than I thought I was gonna like it, but it's got a lot of problems.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm seeing it tomorrow night. I was supposed to see it tonight, but unfortunately, Lady Outlaw's brothers come into town, so we're taking them to dinner, so I'm missing out on it. So I'm seeing it tomorrow night.
He's in town. That's what you said.
No, because I would like to get the numbers for seeing it tonight, but unfortunately, I can't.
I know,
So,
but you said, unfortunately, he's in town.
Oh, yeah, well,
Yeah, tell him,
plan
hey,
on it.
can you
I
come in
didn't plan on
tomorrow? Should come in tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, so
But she's good. She's good.
she's great.
Oh, that's great.
She's great.
Because that's been the main complaint from all these people going nuts about it. She's ugly. She's the wrong choice. She's not going to
great.
do well.
No, she does. The movie might not do well, but it ain't gonna be her fault.
Right.
She's
Right on.
great. She's great. She does exactly what she's supposed to do. I cared more, like you asked me, I cared more about Kara and her origin than I did about Clark, the way he was set up in his story.
Okay.
But I cared about her. They made me care about her, and she made me care about her. And remember, this is coming from somebody at the end of Superman. I'm like, what are they doing with this character? By the end of that, because of this movie, and now that last sentence makes way more sense to me now. In the movie, because I just like, oh, that's the way you're introducing Supergirl. Be like, oh, you got to see what the story is about. And I get it now. And I said, I got to see, I get it. And I think she's great. I just think she should have probably been in a better movie.
I'll be curious to see what we talk about on Monday now, man, because like if this thing doesn't do well, and they've been going on and on about the super family and what they're doing as a super family, I wonder how they're going to adjust or react to it if this film.
They're going to have, they have to stay on course because they really with the Paramount deal and everything else that they can't do anything. The other thing that made me go, uh-oh, is that I looked at my phone before the movie started, and so the social embargo had dropped, right?
Yes.
But the review embargo is not until Wednesday at 2. And the movie comes out on Thursday night. That's never a good sign.
Never a good sign.
No.
Never a good sign.
And you can't, and this just show, I'll just tell you what though, and I had this whole conversation with a fellow critic when I was there, and we were talking just about the influencer side, and I shared the same opinion that I share here, is that I have no ill will towards influencers at all. I said, look, that's their job. They do what they have to do. They go and they're a marketing tool, is what they are. They're a marketing.
I guess. Yeah.
They're a marketing tool. It's part of the budget. It's part of the budget. So it is on the viewer or their viewer to say, oh, so and so just who was on a reaction screaming about how much he loved to see big sausages jumping around on a plate. It was the best thing he ever saw. He says it's an Oscar-winning movie. Oh, well, I take that serious. That's up to you. You very well might, or the person might have the same type of opinions that you do, but when they like every single thing that comes out to every event that they're out, you have to understand it is a marketing tool. When the thing that confused me is that this particular round of the event that they did, they invited a lot of people, reviewers too. There were reviewers there as well too, people who I share an opinion with. But it's still, you still get, it doesn't mean you don't get tainted by the whole those big events and everybody and rubbing shoulders with James Gunn and everybody else too. And then you talk to them and you're like, oh no, what do I do now? Do I tell them how I feel? I'm not saying that they did that. I'm saying that can happen to people.
Absolutely. I think it's something that's plaguing our current critic sphere / reviewer sphere, because this stuff is permeating. It's crossing lines. There's no delineation. The studios rarely make delineations now between influencers and critics. And so you're going to get influencers who are going to be the loudest voice in the room. But I hope, as you said earlier, which I think is great, let's have the follow-up, because there are so many. Like I saw this morning, someone who listens to the Ringers pod, Sean Fennessy and Amanda, or Alice, whatever her name is. Like, he's like, I'm no longer listening to any reviews from these people because they like Disclosure Day, right? I want to see that from influencer followers. I'm unsubscribing from your content because you like everything and you obviously paid off to like everything. And I want to see the follow-up of that. And I also want to see, once and for all, some actual metrics that show how little influencers actually affect people to go see these movies.
But John,
how much of a waste of the budget I think it is for studios.
But that's my point. See, but
to do that, to invite them, to be honest with you, because it's a waste of time.
Here's why I don't think it is.
Okay.
This is why I call it a marketing
If
thing.
you can't change people's opinions to go see a movie, then what's the point of you? How are you an influencer?
It's because it's not necessarily just about changing their opinion to see it. Because you're right. You're not going to, if someone who likes things all the time and they're not taken serious by someone, they tune to go, oh, so-and-so who loves everything just said I should see it now. No, you're not going to change their opinion. But in the same way that someone says, okay, look, I've got a brand, AG1.
Yeah.
I'm going to put them on so-and-so's channel because they have a lot of subscribers. The awareness is there for the brand. Maybe they didn't buy it.
Totally.
But they know.
Yes.
So the goal for the studios, I don't believe, is for them to look, they know they're going to get the positive word of it, but I don't think that they're paying for the positive review. They're paying for so-and-so to shoot from the back and look at the amazing experience and go, what experience is that? Supergirl. And that way, the marketing of Supergirl and someone who has 8 million followers on TikTok is now just talking about Supergirl and you're not caring what the person says, but you're aware of the movie.
But that's what I'm saying. If we're not seeing the box office be changed for the metrics because the influencers got involved, like if a movie comes out and is terribly reviewed by the critics, but the influencers come out and they're all over it, and you can measure that they increase people going to see the movie, then I think that's a great thing. Let's have the metrics of all of that. Sure. But right now we don't. So there's almost no way to push back on influencers using facts and figures, and they get to push this delusional truth that they're somehow effective in getting the attention for a movie out there for people to go see it, when in fact they're already aware of it and would have gone anyway. That's what I'm trying to
Devil's advocate here too. Devil's advocate, because there's also no metrics to say that the movie wouldn't have done worse if they didn't promote it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we have tracking. We have tracking. So,
sure. And sometimes tracking does better, and sometimes tracking does worse.
Right.
I'm not saying what I know, because I don't.
Right.
I'm just saying, as a devil's advocate, that maybe if so-and-so didn't post from their account, 2,000 people wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they would. Maybe they would have. Maybe you're 100%.
I think it's fair to question everybody. I think it's fair to question everything. You know me. I love to question everything. I think it's good to question everything. Yeah. It's important to question. Chris, like if you see a critic who's like constantly interviewing these people, you have to say, well, how unbiased is this person really? Like these are legitimate questions now, and we're seeing it over and over again, because the line between fandom and criticism is absolutely fading more and more every time. I mean, look at Paget Brewster over the weekend went after a critic
Oh,
at Screen Rant for
save
daring.
that.
Oh,
Save
save
that.
that. Okay, okay, okay.
That's a conversation we
I
got.
want to talk about that. So
Yeah, that's a
definitely.
conversation.
Okay, okay.
But the reason I bring up all that stuff is that because it's just so, and I guess kind of furthering your point, it's so dramatically different from those initial screenings to what they're saying.
Right.
And look, maybe tonight's screenings will be different, and maybe more people come out raving about it.
Nope.
But I'm telling you right now, I probably out of the and the odds would have been against this. I was probably the critic that liked it the most out of the 15 people that were there. We were coming out of the on the elevator on the way out, and they're like, "What you think?" I go, "There's a lot that I enjoyed about it. There was, there was some this and that." And they go, "We hated it. I couldn't believe it." Like, and there's one guy's like, "I was looking forward to this movie all year." And he goes, and I said, "Well, it didn't have the Guardian stuff." He's like, "What are you talking about?" It's exactly what it was. And then some other critic gets in the elevator, and he goes, "Those jokes are supposed to be funny." I mean, these people were pissed. These people were pissed, and I was like, I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. It was like it's like I said, it's forgettable. But I didn't. I'll tell you this. As an overall movie, as an overall structured tone movie, I liked it better than Masters, and I liked it better than Mando and Grogu.
Oh wow. Okay.
I cared about the story more than I cared about if Masters of the Universe would have had this tone. Masters of the Universe 100% I would have liked the most because Masters of the Universe just like all the really cool moments were just completely destroyed by these stupid jokes.
I don't disagree. We talked about that.
Oh, terrible jokes. And I just had another person who just texted me just now. Was just like, "Oh, so the movie I was enjoying it. It's ruined, bombarded by this nonsense." And I said, "Yeah, I agree with you. Like, there's some stuff that I am really looking forward to watching Masters of the Universe again. But I'll be unless it's a reaction with Sam, I'll be fast forwarding the shit out of that movie." Yeah.
That's unfortunate. We'll see tomorrow night for me. So we'll see. Yeah.
Let's see. So I want to see what people think about this, though, tonight, the out of the theater reactions. I'm going to be very curious about this because will they be more on the side? Because you got to also remember too, there are a lot of people out there that are really massive. They want Gunn to succeed as well too, which I think is a great thing. I want him to succeed. I went in this movie going, come on, be good, and I left going, this isn't going to do the trick, but I didn't hate it. And I think that needs to be. It needs to be more than that.
But are we in that place now? We're in that place. I mean, this has been a rough start to the summer movie season, man. Like 3 movies in a row, arguably. Supergirl, Supergirl, Masters, and Mailer and Grogu. Most of the people come out, it's fine. I thought what they were going for wasn't great. So you're like, well, shit. Is Toy Story, even Toy Story 5's got some negative reviews from critics, which I know we're going to talk about when we get the box office. But now we've got, we've got Spider-Man coming in here in just a few weeks. Spider-Man might be the first universally summer blockbuster movie that gets praised, possibly, because we haven't seen one yet so far starting out in the summer. And Project Hail Mary was before the summer, so that doesn't count.
And I thought Disclosure Day was going to be, but that's a mixed bag too.
Another thing too. And the numbers dropped.
Well, it dropped, but still, we'll hit that on box office. All right, so I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this movie, on Supergirl. You're going to be seeing it in the theater. You're going to be checking it out. Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. Before we get into some more topics, which we will, I want to tell you guys about Gruns. Love Gruns. Been using them for quite a while. I'll tell you about them now. I've been telling you guys many times over about my health journey and what I've been doing to try to stay on that journey. And one of the ways, look, Gruns. I think that I have talked about, I know I've talked about Gruns in the past because I've been lucky enough to be partnered with them in the past, and I've been sticking with them since. And I wanted to, hell man, I'm going to have some of this right now. I really enjoy Gruns and what they do. What are they? Well, I'm going to tell you. Gruns are a convenient, comprehensive formula packed into a snack pack a day. It's not a multivitamin, a greens gummy, or prebiotic. It's all of those things, actually, and then some at a fraction of the price. By the way, too, that's what I love about it. It's not expensive at all, and it does actually really taste good too. You get to eat a full snack pack because you can't fit the amount of nutrients they do into just one gummy. It makes it a fun treat. I just knock out the bag pretty quick, and I'll probably do it by the time we're done with me telling you about them. So you will love this. It's what I cannot stand is the generic multivitamins because they only contain around like 7 to 9 vitamins. Gruns, 20 plus vitamins and minerals, and 60 ingredients, which include nutrient dense and whole foods. It's low sugar. There is a sugar-free option as well. Gruns Kids, by the way, too, is another thing that they have. The same all-in-one comprehensive nutrition gummies with 21 plus essential vitamins for development to support immunity, brain development, and developmental growth, formulated from ages 2 to 13. So many fun facts about Gruns as well. More comprehensive and accurately dosed than your current nutrition solution. So whether it's gut health or energy, Gruns has it. It contains 3 times the amount of dietary fiber compared to the leading green powders. Contains vitamin C, which reduces immunity-damaging, stress-inducing free radicals. Research shows that gummies are more absorbable than tablets. And there's over 35,000 research publications that support the ingredients in Gruns. So if you want to get up to 52% off of Gruns, just click on my link below. Gruns, I've been doing forever, so much energy, and you guys will like it too. Check it out. Again, links in the description. Thank you to Gruns. Happy to have them on board for sure. All right, let's bring John back on.
Hello,
John. You know, you won last week. How about that? No response.
How about that?
No response. You won
finally.
So
Finally,
yeah. So last week it was Roca was number 1.
Yeah.
2 was Roxy and Mike.
Yeah.
3 was Smets.
Wow.
4 was Winston, and 5 was Winston and Chris.
Oh, Winston getting 2 shows now. Oh, I see how it works.
Last week he did, because what happened to me last week? I had something I had to do. I don't know why. No, I had to take off on Thursday last week. I don't remember why. The audience can tell me why, because I don't remember why. But I had to take off on Thursday, and Winston went doing the show. I don't know what it was. So yeah, Soroka won last week.
You're busy. Thank you guys.
Oh, the Knicks parade. When's the Knicks parade?
Oh, that's right. You were at the Knicks parade. That's right.
The freaking audience knows better than I do. Yeah, it was the Knicks parade last week, and so Winston took over. It's funny. Winston was hilarious when I called him. He starts laughing. I go, "What are you laughing at?" He goes, "I just think it's funny. You gave me shit when I went to the parade." I go, "You didn't go to you didn't go to the Rangers parade. You didn't go to the Cowboys parade. You went to the Dodgers parade." If tomorrow I go to the Reds parade, if the Reds won the World Series and I go to the Reds parade, I guess it's a little different because he lived in Los Angeles, but I mean, if Anaheim won the World Series and I flew back and went to the parade,
no, it'd be like if I went to the parade, because I just became a Knicks fan through this team, but I'm not going to be a Knicks fan forever. Just this team. It'd be weird if I went to the parade and was like screaming and going crazy.
Unless you went with me, right? Like unless
to be with you, yeah, to hang out with you. Sure.
I go, come on, you got to experience this. It'll be a blast.
Yeah.
But if you usually went by yourself, yeah. But I was like, what are you talking about? Anyway, love Winston. So we have quite a few things to discuss because there's a lot going on. There's a lot of news. I guess we can talk about this real quick. Did you watch House of the Dragon last night?
I did. I watched it twice. I watched it last night and this morning since we were starting later. I thought it
like that. Huh? Why did you say you went? I did. You didn't love it?
I didn't love it.
Holy shit! I was one of the best episodes.
I thought I was like so bored halfway through. I just was so bored. I was like, I've seen this before. Oh, look, incest again. Oh, look, we're gonna lock out the woman again from being able to lead again. Bunch of dudes. Bunch of kids fucking shit up. Like it just felt so repetitive, bro.
Oh my god! We're gonna this one we've been on the same page a lot lately.
Oh, look, we introduced a villain from last season. Remember her in the last episode? Oops-a daisy. I just was like, it just felt very blah.
This episode, I thought it was so. This is the kind of Game of Thrones I've been craving again. It was so great. Sam lost her mind. Matt Sarah was really bummed on House of the Dragon. He loved it. Yeah, I just think it was and look, I've seen the first 3.
I have the first 4, and I need to watch them.
Really solid. Really solid. So, anyway, this is we're just on a different page, but right now. Yeah. That's up on the channel. Supergirl's up on the channel. And then we're going to jump because we're going to lead with Toy Story today. But then after I told Luke, I was like, I'm going to see the movie. We might as well go talk about Supergirl for a little bit. So
Sure.
we did. So it doesn't take away the fact that what a just tremendous opening for Toy Story. As we thought, our predictions were actually a little lower. John
Right.
and I thought it was going to do better, I guess, here, but not that it did bad. We just thought we were just predicting it to do monumental. And I guess it did. I guess it did, but it just again, I think you and I said like 175 or something.
Yeah. We're hoping. Yeah.
So right now, it's also where is it? Up top. That's not how you start it. Toy Story 5 has 312 million global start. It's also the 6th highest MPA animated opening weekend of all time, including China. It was the top in all major markets. Is this like messed up? This article?
I don't know. It feels weird, that link.
It looks messed up.
This image was hot linked, bro.
Yeah. So let me try that. Let me see if it's
another PLD masterpiece there.
No, that one. I don't know what happened there. They didn't. But
Fuck off. Oh, okay. Listen, we're done with that shit. I'm telling you right now, if I don't get to have gifts to play to counter that clown, then he doesn't get to do it. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. I will not be subject to that shit if I can't come back in it. Like it's
man, I ain't going nowhere.
That's all right. Cool, man. Yep. I told you. I texted you last week, man.
But that was on that. Wait. That was farts.
It's all connected, and I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to fucking do it.
Don't do it. PLD, don't do it anymore. Leave it alone.
I don't mind going in the chat. We'll have a back and forth. You can even bring him in live. I got no problem with that. But the thing that's fun is ball busting back and forth. And if I can't do little video clips to counter bullshit he says, then it doesn't make sense. He has the advantage.
It's not worth fighting over. Just don't do it anymore.
I'm just saying, you got to get a level playing field. I don't mind getting in the pit. Just make it a level playing field.
See, but this is
what is it? Now it's way funnier to know what it makes Rock about. Oh, screw face.
All right, listen.
Screw face.
Right. I
might have to go white face to piss off screw face. Go ahead. Right. Yes. Go ahead.
Listen. Latest weekend. Toy Story 5, 160 million it made domestically. So Roka and I were off by 15, but it's still overperforming. Yeah, 312 worldwide. It is easily going to make $1 billion. There's no way.
It's the highest opening of any of the Toy Story films,
of course,
ever.
Now, Disclosure Day, yes, 17 million, which it dropped.
Yeah,
but it's made 160 million so far. It's probably going to tap out.
62% drop. Yeah,
52%,
62%,
62. Okay, it's big. But and it's going to probably now it's really going to peter off. But you're probably going to look at the 175, 180 range, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
And considering it's probably one of the bigger movies for Spielberg in quite a while.
Yeah, but you're spinning, bro. I mean, this is supposed to. I mean, it has to make 300 million just to see a profit.
Okay,
according to numerous reports.
Okay,
so if it doesn't hit that, it's a flop. It's a disappointment or a flop, however you want to characterize it, which is a shame because I like the movie.
160. If it's got to make 300, yeah, then
it's not making 300, man.
I still wouldn't go flop, but I'd say it's not a success.
Yeah, I mean, if it peters out at 200,
to me, flop is Masters of the Universe. That's a flop.
Wow, that's true.
Obsession again makes another 14 million.
Obsession, unbeatable,
crazy. Big Obsession to me. Because people said it wasn't as successful as Blair Witch, but it is now, right? Unless because Obsession only cost $750,000. How much did Blair Witch cost? Like $25?
Well, I think it was 600,000. I forget how much it was.
Different time.
Exactly.
But look at this. Obsession and Backrooms still, after all these months or after all these weeks, still the number one story. 272 for Backrooms.
Yeah.
And if you would have taking guesses on Backrooms versus Obsession, everybody would have picked Backrooms.
But I think they're wrong. Look, the budget for
Blair
Witch is estimated at $200,000 to $750,000. People forget they pumped more money back into the film post-production wise once they were going to release it. So they made some adjustments and spent some money in getting it prepared to be released as a theatrical feature, and it made $248. Backrooms was made for $750, and it's crossed 300, right?
Not Backrooms, Obsession.
Obsession. No, sorry. It was made for
$750.
$750. It is. Where's it at right now?
It's at 333.
So that I think it blows away Blair Witch. 100%.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
So and then Scary Movie at number 5 with 201 million so far worldwide. So I mean, obviously the big story, yes, is Toy Story, and it is going to be the number one movie for at least 2 or 3 weeks until Minions comes out. It'll be the number
Oh
one movie.
yeah.
It's if it made 160 this weekend, if it hasn't, so this is what the people were trying to say. I was trying to have this conversation with people who were like, no, Supergirl will be number one. I was like, there's no way unless Toy Story has like a 65 or 70% drop off in week 2.
No,
because if it does, I mean, because Supergirl is estimated or tracking at what, 55, something like that, 45.
it's like 55 to 65 is what they're looking at. Yeah.
Okay.
But if these mixed reviews comes out, I think that number drops.
That's why I'm so curious about tonight's. I wonder if people are going to be, because the reviews need to be, the ones that come out tonight need to be definitely higher than the people I was talking to, and they got to be better than mine. I was like, I enjoyed watching it, but I don't remember it. I won't remember it, past this. There's some cool moments, but whatever. There's got to be some. I didn't hear one person raving about it when I came out. Right? They need people raving about it tonight. That's what they need. They need the next wave of critics to have to rave about this thing, in order to get some more people excited to go and see it. Now,
that's rare. Like it's rare when the next wave of critics is more glowing than the hand-picked, carefully cultivated list that WB invites to their initial screenings for these superhero films. It's always the same people, and they always say the same shit about, it's the most amazing superhero film ever. Remember,
it's more than WB though.
Reactions,
Yeah, I remember Flash, but I think it's all the studios.
I
think it's all the studios that do it, that do that wave, because, like I said, marketing tool first. Back in the day, I mean, 10 years ago, all the critics got invited to those big events first. It was like they used to fly. I remember Drew McQueen.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah, they would go
now
to
cultivated.
Now the set visits are really the influencer stuff, right?
Yeah.
Which, I'll be honest with you too. Okay. I think the set visits and those things, the premiere events, I think those should be for the influencers. I don't think critics should be going to those things. I'll be honest.
Set visits?
To the set visits.
I say journalists should go.
Journalists for websites doing pieces on the movie, yes.
Right.
But people like, critics that are going to be there for eventually reviewing the movies and everything, I don't think they should be invited to those things.
Yeah.
I don't think they should be. I really don't. I think that the influencers are the ones that's you want to get good video footage of. Hey, we'll fly you and so and so down, and you can put it on your channel. Right. But the same should go for the screenings. The screenings should be where the critics go. The critics should be going to the screenings. The screenings should not be going to the influencers. The events.
I agree with that. Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
I'd
co-sign that.
Anyway, so the Toy Story. Yeah. This movie is going to make, I would tell you, in week 2. Yeah. It made 150 this week. I bet you it makes around 80 in week 2.
Yeah.
And now
that sounds about right.
And it might even do more. The reason that I say it's going to do 80 is because a lot of the West Coast kids are already out of school. My kids are out of school this week. Yeah. And a lot of the East Coast kids are out of school now this week. More kids and more parents are going to see this thing next week.
Yeah.
Now they're like, what do we do? The kids are out. Let's take them to the movie. I know for my wife's taking the kids to go see Toy Story when they're out.
It's amazing what it's done. Did you like it? I mean, you haven't even said if you liked it.
Loved it.
Yeah, me too.
I loved it. I loved it. One of my favorite movies of the year. Loved it.
I agree, 100%. I couldn't believe how much I wanted them to turn the film back on again and start all over.
Yeah, I loved it.
I loved it.
Loved it. It was emotional. It was everything. It was everything that it needed to be to get people to go, oh, I understand why you made this. I get it.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, this is a great example, right? Because we live in a society now where it's like, if it's a female lead or it's a person of color lead, it's woke and DEI and all this crybaby shit, right? How do you overcome that? Just like X-Men 97 did, you make a great film or a great project.
Yeah.
And Toy Story 5 is basically Jesse's movie. It's not Buzz and Woody's movie. It's very much Jesse's movie and her relationship with those two girls, Bonnie and Blaze, right? And what she does. And so that's the whole thing of the movie. Yes, Buzz and Woody are in it, but they're not the main thrust of the movie. It's Jesse and that relationship. Very much. But it works. It 100% works. It's so well written, so well directed, so well acted, and it's great. And so you overcome all that shit, and it's the highest grossing opening for any Toy Story installment. So that's how you overcome that nonsense.
And it's funny too, because it would have, it's still, I mean, you look at Mario, which we both agree the second movie was just not as good as the first one. but it still reaches $1 billion, right? This
Yeah.
movie would have still reached $1 billion if it wasn't good. But the fact that it is might push it into, Zootopia 2 category.
Very possible.
Where it's going to meaning as far as 1.7, 1.8, whatever it might be. The story of Toy Story 5 in the box office is far from over, as the great Frank Stallone once said. But I will tell you though, if I'm Supergirl, I'm not I'm worried about Toy Story because I knew it was there. But you know what I'm worried about? I'm worried about Obsession and Backrooms.
Yeah.
Because they're still making $17 million on the fourth or fifth week. 17, I think it made 17 or 19 in its opening weekend. This is a phenomenon.
It's ammunition against all these studio movies that are underperforming this summer. Immediately you go to Backrooms and Obsession. And so that's tough. That's tough. It's just like Barbenheimer absolutely drowning out Mission Impossible. Like, what can you do when those two movies are absolutely taking all the attention? Clearly, your movie isn't up to snuff, and the audiences are showing it by not showing up.
It's crazy because, like, it's gonna, even if Obsession makes 12 million next weekend.
Yeah.
That's still more people are interested in seeing Obsession who missed it in the theater. Yeah, than are going to see Mandalorian Grogu, Masters of the Universe, Supergirl. They're looking to see this movie. Everyone, where was I? I was somewhere talking about, I can't remember what it was. And Obsession came up. That movie, and it came up, and people were asking me about these other movies coming out, and there was some other movie that I can't remember, it was Supergirl or whatever too, and nobody was talking about going to see any of the big blockbuster movies except like Spider-Man, right? But then they're like, oh, what about this Obsession movie? Everybody's talking about this Obsession. What's this about? And I was like, I can't tell you what it's about because I don't want to know. I've never seen it. I'm going to go see it. I'm going to see it when it comes out for the channel. But that's what everyone's talking about. Everyone's talking about that movie, and everybody's talking about Backrooms. Yeah. And I think that, and Jackass comes out also.
Yeah, well, I don't expect Jackass to do that well, but yes, it's coming.
I don't think Jackass is going to do that well, but it's still going to take away people from seeing. Supergirl needs every butt in the seat that it can get right now.
Look, Supergirl, I think it's toast. Let's just be honest. Yeah. This is toast. If it's falling in between Toy Story 5 and Minions, it's toast. Minions comes out July 1st. Literally almost next week. So it's like, it's done. It'll have 1 week run of doing what it can do, but I think it's going to sink like a stone.
I just wonder, the thing is too, I think that you just mentioned Barbie, right?
Yeah.
I think one of the main reasons that Barbie did as well as it did too is that, and not that everybody didn't enjoy it, but the movie really got women into the theaters.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Supergirl 100%. Needs to get the women in the theaters, and I don't know if it will.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, and I think, and there are some, you just mentioned earlier, a female critic you spoke to who didn't like it. And so there are, women who are going to come out and come for this thing, and it's attempt at feminism. And I think that conversation has evolved as well, which is really interesting to see how women just don't go, oh, well, if it's pro-woman, we must love it. Like it's just like stuff for representation for people of color or black people. It's like, well, just because we're in it doesn't mean we're just going to love it, right? And so it's a thing of like, you've got to come correct. And so I think this is going to be interesting, the conversations that happen around this film, especially from female critics. I'm looking forward to it.
Let's do what we've been doing lately.
Okay.
Let's give predictions on the top 5 for next weekend.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know how I did this last weekend. I don't remember how I did, but I don't remember. People, the audience has to tell us.
Why didn't PLD clip out that video? Okay, clip out that video, PLD.
For sure. So if you can find the clip out for when John and I talked about it last week, but let's make it a thing. We'll do it again. So the top 5 for next weekend, you got, and our new releases are going to be Jackass and Supergirl, right?
Yeah. Jackass best and last. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to go. I'll go first. I'll go Toy Story 5.
Yeah.
Supergirl.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Obsession.
Yes.
Jackass, and then Backrooms.
I have to disagree. I have to go Backrooms then at Jackass. I think Jackass, if it makes 5 million, it'll be a miracle.
You think it ran its course?
I think so. The guys are old, and the new people they brought in, it's not as interesting as Johnny and his crew. The OG crew is so fun.
I don't see the marketing behind it either.
Yeah, really. It doesn't feel like I forgot it comes out this week, even though I've seen all the trailers. There's
I did
hardly
too.
any marketing.
I did too until someone reminded me. So if you're right, I wouldn't like put my dukes up to say, this is the right take. You very well could be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I hope it does well. I'm going to see it. I love Jackass. It's one of those rare things. I love those kinds of things, man. Those guys are great,
Yeah. So apparently, I always do my out of the theater reactions, and something always happens that I don't pick up until afterwards. Apparently, when I was in the middle of talking about what a critic screamed out, "It's horrible." My out of the theater reaction. So. I didn't feel it was hard. I just didn't.
That's great.
I didn't feel it was great, but I didn't feel apparently I was wrong. Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we pretty much have the same top. We have the same three. Yes. You just have the switch at the end there.
Yeah.
You got backrooms over
Jack. Backroom rooms. Yeah.
Okay. And then once Minions comes, then you've got to
my God, he won't stop. He keeps going. Sweetheart. Didn't you get fucked last night? Don't you have a wife? What's wrong with this guy? PLD. What's wrong with this guy? He doesn't stop.
You're talking about PLD?
I haven't said a word about him. In the last 20. I just asked him to clip out this one clip because it could be good for the show. But here he goes. My computer glitches out when I try to clip out anything with Roca. I have a shit filter. What are we talking about here? Jesus, good God Almighty.
It's got to be the best feud on the show. It really does. It's got to be the best feud on the show.
He's so obsessed with it. But baby, I'm not your Brokeback Mountain baby. So get the fuck away from me. Go bang Kalinowski for God's sake.
Okay, listen.
Or swing off Ben Bateman's pole again. Go do that. Jesus Christ.
PLD, stop it. You know what you're doing. Stop it.
He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
Who is my daddy and what does he do?
Yeah, there he is. Right. Wouldn't you like to find out who your daddy is and what he does?
But you're also taking the bait. You're taking the bait. Okay.
I don't ball bust with anybody anymore. This is fun for me.
I have other things. We have the vault up. Showdown Vault is up, by the way. And we started running season 2. Yesterday's match was Team Newbie versus Team Jedi.
Who was Team Newbie again? Who was Team Newbie?
It was Miri and Sasha.
Oh, that's right.
And Mike Black and Ken Knapsack. And then today is the infamous match of Team Machinima at the time, which was Elliot and Ricky.
Oh yeah, right.
Versus Team Profiles, who were heavy favorites. Alicia Malone and Scott Mans.
Oh my God, dude! The amount of talent
I know
that has gone on to have tremendous footprints in the industry.
I know.
That show is amazing.
It was great.
It could really. Alicia is a fucking TCM host, dog. It's amazing.
She was always destined for great things.
Yeah. Alicia's one of the great ones, dude. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go back to No, I don't want to do those stories. I'll do this one. I don't care about these other ones that were sent. But what I will do is I want to talk about this Thundercats thing.
Your mother's easy, JLM. Go ahead. Yes. What are the Thundercats? What's the Thundercats you want to talk about? Go ahead.
It's confusing to people if they're listening to audio and you just scream out your mother.
It sounds like I have Tourette's. Angry Tourette's.
Right. You're just in the middle. You know what? I'm not gonna bang in the toilet, sweetheart. It's like, who are you talking to?
You watch Balin. It's like Balin Out Loud. I love that show. She's great. And she's a very famous person who has Tourette's, and she has a whole show about it. We love the show here in this house. She's so great. And it's amazing how she has made Tourette's like something that people just can
talk about,
access and talk about freely. And especially that new film that came out with the guy that was great as well. So yeah, I'm just like, I get it. People
let's jump into this one.
Let's do it.
And so I saw this today and I was like, we got to talk about it. Because I can't even tell you the amount of times I've been asked this question. If Thundercats is going to do they're going to do a movie about Thundercats. I've been asked, they keep asking. Warner Bros. Animation. Oh, Warner Bros. Animation has announced that animated feature films based on the Thundercats and Powerpuff. See, you say, I think this is a good thing. The news was part of the Warner Bros. Animation panel at this year's Annecy International Animation Film Festival and Market in France, with both projects said to be in active development. The late 1980s Rankin-Bass animated series Thundercats revolved around a group of humanoid cats who must flee their planet of Thundera after it's destroyed, crash landing on another planet, Third Earth. They must thwart the evil sorcerer Mumra, who's bent on killing them off. It's last reported Adam Wingard had been developing a hybrid CGI feature adaptation, which he was co-writing with Simon Barrett. No word that's still in play. Meanwhile, the studio has also confirmed the Powerpuff Girls was in the works. Film directed by Vivian Medrano, and the previously announced Bad Fairies, which will see Serrano, Suling, Bliss, James Acaster, D. Bradley Baker join Cynthia Erivo in the voice cast. Okay, so I mean, here I know that it's always like, oh, I like to see what they would have done with the live action. I get it, but if they can recreate or reboot, revitalize Thundercats, because this is the difference with like He-Man they tried to do it with He-Man with the Kevin Smith one on Netflix, right?
Right.
And some people enjoyed it, others didn't. It was kind of polarizing in the first season, and because of that, season 2 kind of dropped off. But a lot of people dug it, a lot of people didn't really, jumpstart the franchise clearly enough to get people so excited that they went and saw a movie about it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the bad strategy to try to do that, to get interest in the brand again from Mattel.
Sure.
So to put the strategy in a movie, if they can get people excited and introduce it to new people, and if it can find new audiences to then say, hey, this did really well for us, maybe we can explore the idea of live action. I think it's a better strategy than to randomly just put out a live action Thundercats that might be 20 years too late.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I can argue the strategy behind it, because it is an old IP. And how many people are like Thundercats? It's not that many outside of our age bracket. It's not that many. Right. So to me, I think that's I see the logic of it.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're just like, you can do all the logical things you want. It's still not going to get people that excited about it. Look at how many Transformers films have come out since Michael.
No, it's true.
And none of them have been box office successes the way those middle Transformers films were, and that first one was. And so it's just like, you can do whatever you want. It's just like, for whatever reason, you got to find that magic formula.
You have to find the magic spot, because when that first Transformers movie came out, it was only 20 years, about 20 years removed from the Transformers. It was the perfect time. It was 20 years removed, 85 to 80 to 22 years, whatever it was.
Yeah.
If they would have randomly put out a Transformers movie today, the only thing is that Transformers still kind of plays cool because it's, cars that transform into robots and shit. And that could be really fun. In the same way that who thought Real Steel would have been a modest hit?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think you could potentially do it, but I like the idea of seeing an animated one. Or I'd rather see a live. If they're going to do live action, I would say take it to Amazon and let them do it on TV, because it brings up. Did you see the reports? Maybe most of the time it's you and Snyder reporting on the stuff I bring up. Did you hear anything about this thing? Because someone asked me if Masters of the Universe would be get a sequel, to which I said I can't imagine it'll get a sequel. It's the biggest bomb of the year. But then there's rumors now that it could be getting a sequel. You're hearing?
Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much stock I put in it, because you know what I'm saying. When you fail at something, it's really hard to put the effort back in to try to fail again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just wonder but the thing that I knew at like a 5% possibility it could be a sequel is because Bezos loves this, and Bezos runs Amazon, and he loves the He-Man, She-Ra world, Masters of the Universe world.
Okay.
So he could take a bath. He could take a bath on He-Man, Master of the Universe, and maybe they do well. Like he was saying with that Melania stuff, like, oh, we're going to make so much money when it comes on Prime Video. Maybe he thinks that Masters of the Universe will do really well on Prime Video, and they can financially validate going for a sequel and explore, and then maybe getting another director. Not that Wingard wasn't wrong for this, but getting another director.
Travis Knight.
Oh, Travis Knight, getting another director to come in and take it over. I think it's very possible, because if you have a studio head that believes in your franchise, he or she is willing to take more chances on it.
I think it's going to do very well on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, probably.
I think it's going to do very well on Prime. I think most of the people who don't go to the movies is who this is intended for. Like, most people who traditionally, and this has been forever, when we were going to movies all the time, as you know, and people, when people are going to, normally it's between 18 to like 23, 24. That's the usual age, the most popular age range that goes to the theater. The He-Man core audience are in their mid 40s to 50s.
That's what I'm getting at.
But they're sitting at home and they can bring up Prime Video.
Yeah.
And
they'll watch it.
And there's going to be a lot of people that don't feel the way that you and I did. And I use Matt Serra and Kalinowski as an example. Matt Serra couldn't believe that I didn't love He-Man. Yeah. He said it was so much fun. I loved it. And I just thought there was just, after seeing, again, Supergirl or Dungeons and Dragons, in a way that you can make things emotionally attached. And I don't think the jokes in Supergirl worked, but they at least did them at the right moments, right? He-Man was at the wrong moments. And maybe they changed that, and maybe they level it. Maybe in the sequel, they take that criticism, they pull back just a little bit, because there's some cool shit in that movie.
Yeah, but maybe if they do pull back, the people that love the first version hate that version. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's a very possibility. Like,
maybe.
We live in an age now where no movie was ever bad, because there's always a group of people who are going to tell you that you were wrong to not like it, or that it was,
or the opposite,
unfairly vilified, right? Or a great movie was not as good as you think it is because of this, and this, right? Like, there are Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern's defenders, right? And there are people who defend X-Men Origins Wolverine. There are people who defend all of these superhero movies, and large numbers of them, and it's like, what the fuck? I mean, the prequels have literally been reborn because Star Wars fans who were 9 years old when they saw it are like, no, we're telling you it's great. And older Star Wars fans who didn't like it have had to reevaluate their opinions on the movies. And so it happens,
It 100% happens. So I do, what the information you just gave about Bezos loving it, that to me means, if that guy shits out $1 million for a minute and then goes, oh, what, I got diarrhea, so I want to clean that up. Oh, can I have it to pay for my kids, five of my kids' college? Yeah, sure, go ahead, take it. I don't need it.
Make sure you piss in that bottle though when you
right. So, but he's going to, if he wants to do it, he'll do it. And if it and if the justification is, well, it did well for us on Prime. But I do think that you maybe, if I'm him, I go, if I'm him, I'm not on the show right now. If I'm him, I go, hey, listen, let's spend money on this thing, but make it a TV show, like Lord of the Rings. Make it a TV show, and that's it. Anyway, Thundercats,
just because it does. Well, anyway, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, just because it does well on Prime Video doesn't mean you should put it out in the theaters. Like, that's the thing. Just because it does well on Prime Video, that should be the indication that you should be putting these things out for streaming, not for the main theatrical viewing audience, because they're not going to go. They're not going to go.
It's a different world. They're still trying to get like the big theater bucks. All right, last story before we move on to questions.
All right.
And we're talking about the big movies that are going to crush. We all know that Spider-Man's going to crush.
Woo!
Pre-sales are suggesting a $250 million start. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's $1 billion easy, that film.
That could be $1 billion opening weekend.
Could be $2 billion overall. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, $250 million start.
Yeah,
that's $100 million more than Toy Story did. Someone, because when we did those, the game with the box office, and that's, he said, "What do you think? Toy Story? Do you still think Spider-Man over Toy Story?" I said, "Yes," and looking like I'm sticking to my guns, because new Spider-Man pre-sales suggest $250 million start for Spider-Man. Pre-sales for Sony's Marvel Spider-Man Brand New Day have already surpassed 40 million domestically, reports on global box office. Tickets only went online the other day for the film, and due to the robust pre-sales figures, the early estimates are now that the fourth Tom Holland's Spidey movie will debut domestically above 250 million for the Friday to Sunday. It would be the biggest debut for a film since the kickoff for Spider-Man No Way Home at 260 and 600.5 globally in late 2021. So what was and because I think Spider-Man wasn't the last one 1.8? The last one was 1.8.
Someone saying in the chat 1.9.
1.9. That, it is 1.9 because we checked it.
It is? Okay, okay.
Yeah, they're right. Wow. For years, 4 years have gone by since we last caught up with our friendly neighborhood hero. Peter Parker's no more, but Spider-Man is at the top of his game, keeping New York City safe. Things are going well for anonymous heroes until usually I don't need to know this shit. Great. Plot. So when it comes to $250 million, though, that's what the story is. I don't even
actor, director.
Spider, villain, CGI. But the actual movie itself, the fact that 250, I mean, I guess it lines up and makes sense because you've been saying it's going to do between 1.7 and 1.9 this movie, right? Yeah. So 250 million opening weekend, that means it's on course to do just that. Yeah. Unless and 250 doesn't mean 250. 250 could very well mean 275.
Yes, or 3. Very possible. Yeah.
Which is insanity. 300. Yeah. That's domestic. That's domestic. Toy Story did 3 whatever it was worldwide.
Yeah. I think someone said in the chat that it made, that the first No Way Home made 1.9 and it didn't even open in China, I think. And that's crazy.
So this movie could make $500 million in its opening weekend.
$500 million.
Right? I mean, it could make $500 million in its opening weekend. And then the difference between Toy Story and any of these other movies is that this movie has no competition.
Yeah.
No competition.
Weeks. Yeah.
I mean, months.
Right. Yeah, possibly, right?
Like I'll look right now.
Yeah.
It comes out on July 31st, which is a brilliant time slot.
Yep.
The following week, Super Troopers 3. No. So August 14th. I'm just going to go over the ones that have the an outside fighter's chance name, which by fighter's chance I mean a 1% chance. Paw Patrol.
No.
Right. August 21st, Insidious.
No.
Right. August 28th, Cliffhanger, Coyote versus Acme. September 4th.
How to Rob a Bank.
How to Rob a Bank. Onslaught.
No.
September 11th. Practical Magic 2. Right. 18th, Resident Evil.
Maybe. Yeah, by the time that rolls around,
it will start getting chipped away at.
Yeah.
During all these, Shaun the Sheep, I'll be seeing that. I love Shaun the Sheep. September 25th. You know where its biggest competition is going to come from?
What's that?
September 25th, when Avengers Endgame goes back into theaters.
Oh yeah, good point. That could be the thing that knocks it down for sure.
Yeah. So
yeah.
That movie's going to be number 1 for quite a long time, and it's going to. I bet you the drop off is hardly anything. If it's great, I mean, this movie could definitely make $2 billion if it's
100%. 100%. Stomping all through the summer.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. It's brilliantly placed.
Yeah. It's all going to, I think the 2 billion is all going to, people might get mad about this, whatever, but I think the 2 billion is going to be dependent on reviews. Like already the 300 whatever million that we're looking at for the opening weekend, 250, 300. That's all word of mouth. People excited about the trailer, people excited about what's coming. But if the reviews are like off the chain great, this thing is making 2 billion. No problem.
When does Grand Theft Auto come out?
As a game?
Yeah.
I think it's in November. Grand Theft Auto 6.
I never used to take any merit in the fact that, people would, when those games came out, that have it.
November 19th. Sorry, November 19th. Sorry, go ahead.
I would say, I used to be like, it's not going to do any damage to people going to see movies. I don't agree with myself anymore. I really don't. I think that it's a different, because I used to look at it with like, my generation, the generation after me, but the generation now, they don't give a shit about going to the movies. They're going to play that freaking game. They're going to play that game. They don't give a shit about going to the movies. That is going to hurt whatever's coming out. November 19th, you said?
Yeah, November 19th, right in time for Thanksgiving. That's going to be fun. Your kids playing that game while the grandparents are over. That's going to be
fun. Hunger Games comes out that weekend, but I don't think it will affect the Hunger Games box office because I think it's a different audience.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that Hunger Games movie is going to do decent or modest the way that the last one did.
Right.
And that's what, and it lives in November, but there's no really big movies coming out at that point. When does that Rocky movie come out, by the way?
Same weekend as Hunger Games, November 20th.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I play Rocky.
There
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
That movie I will be seeing.
Godzilla -0. I think there's a real
Hmm.
shot. That comes out November 6th.
Okay.
That could be a real big surprise, blockbuster-wise.
I hope
People
so.
have had time to watch that first Godzilla one that came out. So the sequel here, I think a lot of people are going to be excited for it.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to go back and rewatch the first one.
Well, let me ask you this: Clayface, October 23rd.
Mhm.
Does that get affected by the Supergirl? If it Supergirl reaction or response, if it underperforms?
No, because I think it's a lot of different reasons, right?
Okay.
The first is that it's what cost $20 million in a handshake. I mean,
Yeah, it's like 40 or something.
Yeah, it costs it. So what that movie needs to do is that movie has to market to the horror audience, and then you really got to get people interested in it
100%.
because it's not going to play like a you know a DC big colorful movie. It's just not people are going to be surprised. The mainstream audience in general is going to be surprised it's even connected to any of this shit because it's not telling. Supergirl's also connected to. You don't have to see Superman, but you should be aware of it, right? You don't need to be aware of any of these movies for Clayface.
Right.
And that so if it's good, Clayface, I was more excited to see Clayface than any other DC movie they talked about so far.
Yes.
I like the trailer.
Yeah. I hope it's good too. I want it to be good. But I don't know, man. We're such a weird place, aren't we? Aren't we in such a weird place right now? Like,
yes. Look,
everything about DC is up in the air. Everything about Marvel is up in the air. About Star
I really
Wars.
wish you were going to see it tonight, though. I really do.
I know. I'm sorry. What am I gonna do? I got a family responsibilities.
Needs to see work. So what I am curious though to see. I really want to see what this wave does because, you're most likely right that it doesn't usually go from like, okay, the first wave of critics in the morning, and first of all, I say that going, that's just the conversations I had. I don't know what these people tweeted out. I don't know what they said.
Let's find out.
I don't want to give all their names, but like, what's because I don't want to speak for them, but are there any reviews or reactions that you're seeing that came out of some of these screenings this morning?
PLD, take a look as well.
Yeah, if PLD to track down any of these, and if anybody else,
if you have time, I don't want to fuss it.
Yeah, if anybody else,
Grace Randolph tweeted out simply, "How unfortunate! Review Wednesday with an emoji face of a face dripping into the floor."
Well, I can tell you that she was at my screening.
Yeah.
So there were quite a few people there, but
Christopher Gallardo liked it. Compared it to, he said it's a mix of Kill Bill and John Wick-esque action.
No. No, I mean, I'm glad he felt that way, but no.
I don't know if I would say that.
No, it was not. in my opinion.
Yeah.
So apparently there's reactions. So for there are apparently reactions all over Twitter. What do they say?
Okay. Yeah.
I'd like to see because maybe I was wrong. Maybe because the way that I thought it was because what I heard, the pocket that I heard, everyone liked it. And I was like, oh, it wasn't that bad. But maybe I was the one that was, it wasn't that bad. Everyone was like, I loved it.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. I'm
looking at people with thousands of followers. So I'm trying to focus on those. Aaron Fisher. I don't know who Aaron Fisher is. He has 2,000. He said, Supergirl's been forgotten already. On to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
This guy Sil posted a GIF of that's all, folks, from Looney Tunes, as if like it's fine as a summer blockbuster content, but not a standout.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So people seem to be on the same.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, all of that said, what do you guys think? Put your thoughts in there of everything that we covered, and especially the Spider-Man stuff. What do you think about the fact it's going to track and make all this money? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. All right. We're going to move on to the questions. Before we do, I got to tell you about Hims, tell you about Cash App. Be right back. You don't want to just lose weight, though. You want to look better. You want to feel better. That's why Weight Loss by Hims now offers access to FDA-approved Wegovy and the FDA-approved Wegovy pen. Wegovy is designed to help you lose weight and keep it off so you can stay on track with your goals. With Wegovy at Hims, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise. It helps you regulate your appetite, eat less, so success is within reach. Plus, Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1 for weight loss, so there's no needles needed. Through HIMS, everything happens online. You'll connect with licensed provider who will determine if treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door, no insurance necessary. Now, even better, with a range of affordable GLP-1 options, HIMS makes it simple to find a weight loss approach that fits into your world and your wallet if eligible. You'll get a treatment plan personalized to you and unlimited dosage changes as needed. If you're ready to reach your goals, visit hims.com/Kristian to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you. That is HIMS.com/Kristian. hims.com/Kristian. Weight loss by HIMS is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordic AS. To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com. I don't know how far back it was, but Cash App came to the show, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. It's a must. Have to be. If you're not up to speed already, Cash App, it's more than just a safe way to send and receive money. With the Cash App card, you unlock tons of perks without all the hidden fees. Now, enjoy benefits like exclusive early access to nationwide concert pre-sales. You get Kendrick Lamar, Sabrina Carpenter, to name just a couple recent examples, plus discounts on everyday purchases and popular brands you're probably already spending money on. You add your card to your digital wallet, and you make your money moves easier. Cash App does more than you think when it comes to having your back and making sure your money stays your money. Cash App just released a new status program for the way people actually spend called Cash App Green. So when you spend at least $500 a month with the Cash App card, you earn green status. That unlocks benefits like up to $200 of free overdraft coverage. If you overdraft unexpectedly, there are no hidden fees. You also unlock higher borrow limits and custom personalized cashback offers every Friday at places that you love to shop. Cash App can do way more than you think to make your money work for you. If you direct deposit at least $300 in paychecks each month and use the Cash App card for purchases, you can earn interest on your savings. There's no hidden fees, no minimum balance requirement. Don't let your money sit around and just gather dust. Make it work for you. Take advantage of interest savings on Cash App today. So new Cash App customers can earn $10 if they use that code CashApp10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Cash App Visa Debit Flex Cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC, and the Bancorp Bank, N.A., pursuant to a license from Visa USA, Inc. See terms and conditions for the Sutton Prepaid Card, Sutton Debit Flex Card, and Bancorp Debit Flex Card. Cash App Green features savings, direct deposit, roundups, overdraft coverage, and discounts provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures. So Cash App, get it done. Don't let your money just sit around. Do something with it. Cash App, they're the best. So happy to have both Cash App and HIMS. And as I've told you guys many times before, you want to support this show, you want to keep this show going, then make sure you guys check out our sponsors today because they're amazing. All right, John, you ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right, before we do, tell us what's going on.
Hey, it's the John Roca channel. Head on over there, youtube.com/John Roca says. We got Hot Mike, the Geek Buddies, the Spill the Tequila tomorrow night for sure. My reactions and reviews. As I said, Supergirl reaction will be out tomorrow night after I go see it tomorrow night. Review coming up later on in the week. Toy Story 5 review is up as well. Doing a lot more reviews lately, so I hope you all are watching them. And, of course, World Cup coverage. For those of you who are into it and watching it, come watch some matches with me, some watch-alongs. They're going on the channel as well. Yeah, I think that's everything that we do there on the channel. Thank you. Please head over there.
All right, let's do it. Let's get it. So 69 questions right now. We want to make sure that we get John another win. So the way it works, again, if people don't realize, it's monetarily. So whoever gets the most gets a bonus.
Yeah.
At the end. So
send me that $400 chat. Come on now. Let's go.
All right. Ron H. Happy Monday, fools. Watch Death of Robin Hood. What a bait and switch. 5 out of 10. We'll wait till the crowd sign up before watching Toy Story 5. Supergirl soon. Have you heard anything about this movie?
I've not heard great things about it.
Really? Yeah, it buzz on it, huh?
I've heard it's like the Springsteen movie. It's very dour, it's very dark. It's very much not what you expect it to be,
Okay.
and it's really going to appeal to a certain kind of film goer. So I'm not surprised it's not doing well.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I haven't seen it though.
Luke just sent me a picture for the thumbnails for upcoming teams. I can't use the first one he sent me. It doesn't even look like Tiffany Smith. I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who that is.
Calm
but
down on the AA button there, Luke. Calm it down.
There's a good one. They're good. They look good, but that one look, I can't use that. Look, I mean, I can't use that.
You gonna put it up? Are you gonna put it up? I want to.
I'm gonna use. I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll show you the picture of Tiffany, and you. Oh, if I was gonna say like, who's this? You'd be like, I don't even know who that is. It's like the problem is that what he's trying to restore like the old photos because like they just don't they're so old. But I would much rather just take a screenshot of the person because that I mean, yeah, hold on, let me bring this up. And this is hilarious. Where is it? Hold on, because this looks good.
Yeah, that's good. I like that one. I like that one.
Oh, yeah. That one's good. Yeah. That looks good. That looks like them. This is Tiffany.
Oh my God, no.
No, I can't put that up.
Who's that?
No.
Tiffany.
No. So it's hilarious though. All right.
That's
Supergirl. Yeah. Look, I will be looking forward to seeing what so I guess PLD sent the reactions for today.
Okay.
But is that but when was this article?
This was from 4 days ago.
No.
So not the most recent.
I don't need 4 days ago. We read those already. I need the ones from like the ones that just came out today because we read the ones from 4 days ago. Today, like that, I'm very curious to see what those people had said.
He
said there's one 19 hours ago, but I know what I'm saying is
that doesn't delineate.
You're looking at that article, Pete. I'm talking about like on social media and stuff. All right. Anyway. Let's go to the next one. Greeny from Oz. Hope you all been well. Who do you got to win the World Cup? Oh, I think the Sheems House. They're gonna win.
What country is that in?
They're in the country of
Look, it's France, Spain, England, Germany. That's and maybe Argentina. Those are the teams.
The United States.
Listen. I'm a massive fan of the United States, you guys. For those of you who know, follow me. I've been cheering for that team since 1990. But I know the deal. We only beat Paraguay and Australia. Okay, we didn't beat France and Germany back to back. It's great. Love the patriotism. This is amazing. Get behind the team. But this idea that we might win the World Cup is absolute fantasy. Absolute fantasy. So it'll be fun though. It's a nice ride so far. So
okay. PLD. Do we have the did you shit in there? Clip back in there? It's not back in there yet. Okay, working on that.
Yeah.
All right.
PCR us. We're not winning the World Cup. PCR. Calm it down.
So we'll get that there soon, hopefully. All right.
What do we got?
Let's see. Doug Developer 8850. Since Father's Day was yesterday, which TV dad reminds you most of your own dad? I always see my dad whenever I see Howard Cunningham on Happy Days. It's a great
Mr. C. Nice.
It's just funny. Like a lot of times, like Nick Nolte reminds me of my dad. But no, I don't know. I don't
like Warrior Nick Nolte or
no.
48 Hours Nick Nolte.
Yeah, my younger dad reminds me of younger Nick Nolte. Not as Nick Nolte got older, not as much, but like, hey, Tommy. Christian, go Tommy Christian Canada. What are you doing? That'll kill your voice because people
100%.
Oh man, that like I used to do Nolte all the time on Schmoes, and I'd be in trouble because people are like, oh, does Macho Man hurt your voice? Not really.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can get it right about here. Like you can get it low, but Nolte's like, I don't know.
No, you have to go down deep, and you have to live the hard life that Nolte lived in order to get that voice.
Yes,
I'd probably say my dad was in the later years. My dad was like Peter Boyle in Everybody Loves Raymond. That was my dad. The Spanish version of Peter Boyle, for sure.
Yeah, I'll try. I was going to say Larry David, but not really.
That's me. I am Larry David. I love Larry David.
Little Yankee sending support before leaving work. Forgot you saw Supergirl this morning, Kristian. Hope it was good. Have a great week, gents. Yeah. Like I said, which the news out of this is that I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to because I didn't respond to any of the trailers. I just don't think it's a great movie, but it's still like I liked, but it was enjoyable. How about that? Is that's not a raving review, but is it enjoyable? Is nice, right? Lil Yankee, between this show, Supergirl review, and House of the Dragon season 3, episode 1 with Sam, I'll have plenty of KH content to watch after work. Yeah, that was a good one that we did, Sam and I. We've, like I said, we've already taped the first 3 together. She'll have us for the first 3 weeks for sure. And then I'm hoping to get her in here on Wednesday because we're going to finish up. We're going to just do some Andor. That's the goal because I didn't think I was going to get her in here. She might come in on Wednesday, PLD. So I'm working on that. It's possible. Yeah. All right. Nathan Drake, better villain. Lord Humongous from Road Warrior or Krem from Supergirl? Road Warrior.
Lord Humongous, please.
Yeah. Definitely.
You little puppy.
Sam Outlet. As long as Supergirl's better than The Flash, I'll be satisfied with it. That movie was so bad in the DCU can't touch that level of mediocrity. You know what's so funny about that is that there's a lot in The Flash that I actually liked. There is
me too.
There's a lot that I like. The beginning is terrible. The beginning with the stupid baby scene is it's god awful. Hard to watch when you watch it again. And the ending is really bad. And the problem is if you have a movie that's, okay, it's like Rocky 5, right?
Oh God.
Rocky 5. If Rocky 5 ends in the ring and it's a really good fight and they let Rocky fight again and they let him fight and he fights in the ring and they give him a title shot and he wins the title and beats Tommy Gunn in the ring it's a very different movie.
Yep.
And people feel about it a lot differently than they did, right?
Yeah.
That is very similar to The Flash, where the stuff with the mom is amazing and emotional.
Yes.
And it works.
I agree.
Also, the problem is Ezra Miller's just not likable.
Yeah.
And he you know what I mean? So, and I think that hurt it as well. But I think that Supergirl, to me, as an overall movie, like from the ending of Supergirl is better than the ending of Flash, if that helps.
Well, that's good. Okay.
That's what I would say.
I like that. Okay.
I think it's a better movie than Flash. Okay. Chris Marie, 7394. I live 30 minutes from Disney World, and it's funny to see all the Grogu merch on clearance. Poor little fella. Also think Moana is really going to struggle. I don't think Moana is going to struggle at all. I think Moana is going to be one of the biggest movies of the summer.
100%. 100%.
Those live action movies seem to be Teflon, and
people love it.
And the thing is, I remember saying, and I had this whole big bet with Luke, and Luke was convinced that Sonic 3 was going to be a bigger movie financially. Than much better, Luke. Much better. Luke did a much better. Much better. So Sonic 3, he said Sonic 3 was going to be bigger financially than Mufasa. I said, now, if we're talking about quality, you are going to be correct. If you're talking about box office, you're out of your mind. And I think it trounced it. I think Mufasa trounced it. Because it didn't open. It didn't look like it was going to. It kept building and building and building. Moana live action is going to do very well.
Agreed.
Because people just think, oh, the wig, no one's going to care. People are going to care, and it's the middle of summer, and kids are going to go.
Coming for the rock. They're not coming for the rock. They're coming for the story, the overall story of Moana. That's what people love about that thing. The Rock is part of it, but he's not the main reason people watch that or go to it.
Yeah, I think Moana makes at least $600 million. At least
overall,
at least.
I think $1 billion is in play.
That's why I said the least it makes sense. At the least. Mad Dog, you and Sam should react to Project Hail Mary. Look, there's tons of stuff I want to react with Sam. I literally was contemplating last night. I was saying, what would I need to make in order to get her to quit her job? How many videos would I have to do and ensure her in order to get her to quit her job to do this? And I'm just not there yet. But but I just don't have the time. We're gonna do Rogue One. We're gonna finish Rogue One. We're gonna do all the Star Wars movies. We're gonna do the Harry Potter series. We're gonna do the X-Men series. We're gonna do Obsession.
Yeah.
We're gonna do. I mean, when He-Man comes out, we're gonna He-Man. We're gonna, it's like all this shit. We got so much to do.
Yeah.
All right, Carlton, London
Hey.
Calling. Saw Toy Story 5. It was a miss for me, really.
Wow.
Happy to align with Dan Merle's review. Also, a great second episode. I didn't realize there was anyone who didn't like it. Dan didn't like it either.
I guess Dan didn't like it. Wow.
Wow, I didn't. That is really shocking to me.
Yeah.
It's shocking to me, especially as a dad. As a dad, I'm surprised. Like Dan, because Dan doesn't have kids and everything too. Which, I just think it. Not that you have to have kids to enjoy this movie.
Yeah.
I just think that for a dad, I really related to that movie.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah. Michael D, some early support. That's a great picture. Johnny Patriza, I had a fun time with Toy Story 5. It kept my 2 and 6-year-old entertained. They enjoyed it. Do you think a Sheriff Woody movie would work? It just depends on who did it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but I mean, you've kind of aged him in the film. And so do kids want to go see Daddy Woody? I don't know that they necessarily want to go see old Daddy Woody.
Unless he's taking care of some new, young toy or something.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Him and Pete.
Do they have babies? Are we playing with that game?
People are taking care of something. I just never say never now to these things.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Battery. And what's he say? Is Roca late to start a show? Shaking my head. Lock in guy is what he says right then and there.
That's bait.
Yeah. What a guy who contributed $2 things. Anyway, go ahead.
Maddie B. Roca must be busy boinking Battery's dad. That's why you're late. All right, big one here.
I'm bagging Matthew Garrett's dad now. Go ahead. Yeah.
Big one. Joseph
really
Claps, 8816. Hey, Kristian, you and Roca are great. Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you, Joseph.
Do you think this is a really very generous? Thank you, sir. Do you guys think there's a high or low chance that the new Star Wars characters in future films won't be accepted by the fans or general audiences, and that Star Wars becomes an older person franchise? Well, there's a lot of different answers to that. The first part of it is, I already think it is an older person's franchise.
Yeah.
I think Mandalorian and Grogu prove that. And I think that, and the problem is they're not marketing it towards the older person's franchise. And so that's become an issue on itself. They're trying to capture the young audience, and it's not working anymore. Now, do I think there's a higher low chance new Star Wars characters in future films won't be accepted? That just goes back to what I just said about the Woody movie. Depends on who's writing it. It depends on what the character. Do we care about the characters? Are there moments that just stand in there and get people talking about what a great moment this was? Emotional stuff. You can't just do the same tricks of, and then he fights a monster in a cave, and now he's on a jetpack and he's fighting a monster in the sky. And look at the side. Now he's fighting a monster in the water. You gotta build them up and give them like character traits. Like Han Solo had character traits.
Yeah. You also have to bring in young voices to make your stuff. That's the thing. Simon Kinberg has been doing stuff for decades. He is not the new cutting edge young voice that you need to be directing a trilogy to get younger people back into your franchise. Look at what, when they got Ryan Coogler in there, he did incredible work with Black Panther. You got to catch the talent at the right time with the right project to get, and I mean Marvel, but Star Wars applies as well. You got to catch them at the right time, and you got to give them freedom to create something new, something interesting, right? Gilroy's Andor did well on a streaming situation. How much would Gilroy's Andor have done in the theaters? I would be curious to see. I'd be curious to see. But again, the thing is, if you want the younger people,
it would have been different, though.
Yeah, you got to find, well, sure, but you got to find young creators, I think, in their late 20s, early 30s, who know what the audiences want to see at that age to get that audience back into your Star Wars stuff. Furry creatures or Yodas aren't going to do it anymore. Baby Yodas.
You got to give me characters I care about. That's the thing. And,
yeah,
and well written stuff. Stop writing animated shows for live action. Stop it. Wiley OFC. Clive Davis passed away. Massive impact on the music industry. Saw that this morning, Wiley. Yeah, seemed like a great guy and really respectful of artists. Gonna watch Waiting to Exhale for the first time as his passion for Houston. I saw that this morning and I was like, I actually thought of Wiley because I know how tuned he is into this. So yeah, sad. I mean, he was losing 92.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good life. It's a good life, man. Good life. Yeah, very successful. And there are some issues in the past. Wiley, do a little more research. He wasn't always the best to the artists. It wasn't always fair to the artists. But you do what you can. You become successful. A lot of people swear by him. Mariah, back and forth.
Fuzzy Bubbles. Hope you and everyone had a great Daddy Day yesterday. Mine was awesome. Went to eat with my dad and son. That's awesome.
Nice.
Glad you had a good time. Mike Joyce. I liked the House of Dragon battle, but I wish we got Team Black 5 Dragon version that's in the books. Guess they didn't have the budget for it. Yes, I don't know enough about the books on it too, so I don't know really what happened. But I just tell you that from where they go from 1 through 3 already, Sam and I were locked in. We couldn't stop. We were like, okay, we were almost gonna jump into 4, but she just had to go. But we were locked in. It's I love the show. Mike's Movie Madness. House of Dragon is back, baby. What an episode to come back with. Apparently, this was supposed to be episode 9 of season 2.
Yeah.
I like that makes sense. I like season 2, but HBO dropped the ball by shorting the season and moving this to season 3. So I think I get it. It's hard to disagree with it, but I like that they did it this way.
Okay.
But the reason I agree is because look, I love the second season because I just knew that I was going to be watching season 3 and that they were going to deliver, right? I just knew it. But you can't rely on everybody to have that.
Yeah.
You got to hook everybody, and you got to make sure that everybody is locked into your show. And you could have lost a lot of people in season 2 by doing it that way.
Yeah.
People going, I don't want to go back and watch it. I'm done. It was bored on my mind. I don't watch it. That wasn't me, but you could have lost people. So by ending it big with something like what they did in this episode, but then again, I know without spoiling it, what happens at the end of season 3, I guess to go to Roga's point, has essentially happened at the end of season 1.
Yeah.
At the beginning of season 3, if they would have ended season 2, then they would have, because that's what happened at the end of season 1.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think I would have liked this more if this had been the end of season 2, you know, because it would have led to it logically and organically through that season.
Sure.
So taking this break, and maybe it's my fault for not having watched the first 2 seasons all over again to get ready for this one.
It's a great point.
Not everyone has that time.
That's a great point. I just did that for my channel recently. I literally just watched season 2 a month ago. I was fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
So it's a great point. Like I knew everything that was going on. I was caught up, and I didn't have to do that thing. Like there's another show that I'm watching right now that I can't talk about yet. I just say it's an Apple show. And I really like it, but I had to go because I didn't watch the previous season before, which I've seen. And I'm going, what happened there? And I had to refresh because I didn't do a rewatch. So sometimes, and they didn't have a recap on the thing that I'm watching. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Ron H. Guys, headed to a police station to be arrested. What?
Uh-oh.
At the station's request, even don't ask. Wait, what? Hope I won't be detained for too long. Probably not wise to super chat while talking to. Wait, Ron, what's going on? And then Ron says, "This is not a joke. Someone break me out." What?
There you go.
I love that I really want this to be true because the fact that he's watching the show from the police station is pretty legendary.
I appreciate that.
Mr. Nico 28 Soccer. Hey, gents, happy Monday. Catching Girls Like Girls, death of Robin Hood and the Furious today. Hope you guys had a great weekend and keep doing what you're doing. Much love to both of you. Thanks for everything. Thank you, Mr. Nico.
Thank you, Nico.
Ron H. I want Ramin as virgin help. Please be okay until I decide to give it up to someone nice. Fair enough.
Oh boy, yikes!
But it has to be after an expensive steak dinner. Okay. Okay. Off to jail. What the hell's going on? I really don't know. Real quick, we didn't talk about it. If you want to talk about it, is the tweets over the weekend.
The what?
The tweets from Paige, whatever her name. What's
Paget Brewster.
Paget Brewster.
Yeah.
So I saw this, and this is why, as I've told you and Mike Kalinowski many times over, why I hate social media so much.
Oh my God.
I hate it. It's like this is so for people who don't know, Paget Brewster, who's on Criminal Minds.
Yeah.
So a critic from Screen Rant wrote an article. And by the way, the article only really just said, I wish the seasons were longer. Really what the article said. It was a fan of Criminal Minds. And then Paget Brewster just annihilates this girl's career, or tries to, and puts down her career, saying that she is, that she should be doing something else, doing something. But I don't know.
Too young.
I don't know if she had a couple glasses of wine or what happened when she was doing this, but that's pure speculation. I have no clue what the answer is. But she just went after this poor girl, and at 95%, rightfully so, sided with the critic who didn't say anything in general. And even if she did, that's her job. You don't go and you don't say, like, when it's if this critic was going after Patrick Brewster's appearance and going after things and not doing that fake thing of, whoa, we're criticizing, and it's not really criticism, it's being a dick, then Patrick Brewster has every right to go after him.
100%.
This was just a critic. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. You can't do that. Like, you can't do what she did, and she apologized. And I don't know if she apologized because every publicist and everyone else, it's like, you have to apologize because this is bad news. Because even Rob Keyes had reached out, nobody was reaching out to him. You know, he's like, listen, somebody talk, like, what's going on? And nobody was responding to him. And finally, I guess Patrick Brewster reached out to the critic, and then she took her tweet down. And then I thought, didn't Halsey just do the same thing recently?
Halsey, well, she's still going at it with the music critic. She doubled down and tripled down.
I don't understand why this is why I hate social media. It's like, just stay. Patrick Brewster could have stayed away from that whole thing and go about your business. And I don't understand the reason to do this.
Well, I get it. There's a frustration. I think we're from some creatives nowadays because they feel the audience turning on critics. And so they feel almost like they're caught up in this wave at a concert. Sure. And they're like, yeah, we're going to ride this wave against these people. But then they don't realize there's a delineation here. And you're a creative. It's kind of part of the job to get criticized. And if you can't handle it, get the fuck out of the business. The other side of this, though, which she mentioned in the tweet, which I really was like upset about, because listen, I got no problem if a creative wants to go after a critic and go like, you didn't understand the show, screw you. Sure. That's fair, you know. But when you say you didn't think about the amount of people that would lose their jobs because of your bad review, that's when you've gone too far. No critic should give a shit about people losing their jobs at movies or TV shows, because that compromises your authentic reaction and analysis of a show. And by the way, this is over Criminal Minds, which is on its 175th season. Right. Who gives a shit? But it's such a weird thing to be upset about and all this. But kudos to Paget for apologizing and for taking it down and saying, and totally not going like, I'm sorry if I offended. She said, shouldn't have done it. It was my mistake.
And she said, it turns out that I suck, which because she had said that,
which I appreciate.
I appreciate it too. The problem is you can never win with an apology in general. Not to say you should do it. I'm just saying you can never win from it, because no matter what, the internet is not forgiving in the way you go, you just did it because you were told to, right? Even if it was genuine. So it was an unfortunate situation in general, but it's over now.
And I think it shows a bigger issue, which is that creatives feel the industry constricting, and they're having less and less opportunities. And so anything that's going to affect those opportunities or affect their bank account, affect their ability to pay to support their families, they're getting more sensitive about it. You see it very clearly, you know. So.
Geek Losers. Hello, Cafe Con Leche. And Sam, the Outlaw Eagle. Do you see Kara continuing her story in movies or a show to pair her up with Clark going forward? Well, I think she's going to be Amanda tomorrow.
Yeah, totally going to be Amanda tomorrow.
Yeah, and she should be. She should be. I want to see more of her. She's great. Yeah. But they need, I'll tell you what though, if this, let's say Supergirl does $60 million opening weekend.
Okay.
And let's say it needs to make, because marketing, I think, is shot up a little bit more, but let's say it breaks even at 350 or 400 worldwide, right? That's basically what it's got to make through worldwide, right? So for 400 million. Let's say that it does that, which neither one of us thinks that it's going to, but let's say that it does. They really need Man of Tomorrow to be a huge win. They can't have like Superman does a good 600, 700 million. Okay. All right. Not right. People still don't understand when I say that. Like, he thought that Warner Brothers and James Gunn wanted it to win $1 billion. That's why they made it. It's idiots on Twitter. It's like, no, they're happy. $700 million is a win. There's no doubt about it.
Oh yeah.
But $1 billion is shake hands. Hooray.
Yeah.
Now, not necessarily do they need the $1 billion, but they need a big, huge win. And if it's a third movie and it's just another, I don't know.
The second one has to make more than Superman. It absolutely has to. And anybody telling you it doesn't is swinging off the WB beanpole, because there's no way. It has to make more than Superman, because people have now had time with your universe. They've had time to watch Superman at home on home video and on streaming. They've gone to see Supergirl. They've watched Peacemaker. And so it's like this one has to come out the gate and be great. And if it's mixed or slightly underwhelming and the box office isn't that strong, then absolutely Gunn and Safran are in trouble no matter what they say. And no matter how many times they show up on other people's YouTube channels to be the smiley guys, they're absolutely going to be in trouble. You know,
I think like I love Superman. Like he's my favorite superhero. I think leading with the super family start with Superman wasn't a bad idea, but I think the whole super family, like second movie, third movie, I think it was a major mistake. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. Let's see. Next one here is Nathan. I had a ton of problems with Disclosure Day, but I will say it seems to be the cool thing to rip on that movie now as the week goes on. It's true. I see a lot of. I can't believe how many people are tearing out. Like I saw who was it? Were you just telling me this? Did you just say this on this show?
The Ringer?
No, someone said if you did you just say that on this show that if you watch Disclosure Day, you can't take your opinion serious?
No, I didn't say that.
No. Someone said not that you said that. That's that you had heard that someone.
Oh yes, it was a person who watched the Ringer's review of Disclosure Day, and the guy tweeted out. He said, "I'm no longer going to watch these two critics because they liked Disclosure Day, and it was the worst movie. I wasted my money on it."
Well, I'm sure I lost people too because I loved it. I loved it. I hold no. I will say that I agree with Nathan. There are a lot of problems with it. There's a lot of things, and it's dated. There's definitely some dated things, the drone stuff and all that stuff. I totally agree that you should have had drones and people still using phones and stuff too. It was dated. You could tell like an older man made the movie for sure. But I enjoyed the hell out of it. And that's going to be one of those questions when people ask, what's a movie that a lot of people didn't like that you liked? And I'll say Disclosure Day.
Yeah.
Nathan Drake, is John Pinto seeing Supergirl? No, probably not. But if people finally want to see the infamous John Pinto, you can see him on my when I put him on my shorts. He went to the parade with me, so
nice.
So he's on one of the shorts. Armada should Dagnino played a villain in Supergirl? Yeah, absolutely. He's like, so what are you doing here? Kryptonite. Look out. 100%. I don't even know who that is. Who's that? Is that Roka as MODOK? Who is that?
Dagnino.
In the I don't know who
that is. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is. It's great though.
Maybe that's him.
Maybe it's him. Smog saw Toy Story 5 over the weekend with the family. Beautiful animation, witty writing, emotionally resonant, relevant story. Tears were shed by myself in the final scene. Loved it. Yeah, I teared up a couple times. Definitely. 100%.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Okay. Go, pal. I'm still not over the Joker Parade response from 2023. When is Parade? No, I have to go home. I love Parade. Do I know that? What he's talking about?
I think he's talking about Nikola Jokic from the 2023 Denver Nuggets when they won the title.
Okay. He wasn't going to go.
That's funny.
Well, Winston was probably there. Sean McCabe. House of the Dragon kicked off to a great start. My Winter Wolves are here. Let's go, Roka, the Ruin. Oh, Roka, Roddy. Sorry, let's go, Roddy. The Ruin. I said Roka, the Ruin. Roddy, the Ruin. He popped up. He popped up. My wife got me you're gonna appreciate this. So for the gym, finally got one of a cutoff shirt for myself, right? But she got me a WrestleMania one, but it's got the Ultimate Warrior on it. Big Boss Man, Roddy.
Wow.
Yeah. Jake the Snake. Who is it? It's like one other person, but it's like it was super, super old school that most people wouldn't get the
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I got to tell this story. And I got to send you the video.
Okay.
I found out something amazing on Saturday.
Okay.
So, for Saturday, I was watching the Yankee game with my little one, Maisie, who I've told you guys about, who she had won that big softball game. They came back from like 7 or 8 runs, whatever it was, to win the same day the Knicks did. So we're watching the Yankee game. She wanted to watch the game with me, and I don't remember who was up. I can't. And there's a lefty, and Maisie goes, "I want to try to bat lefty." I go, "It's not that simple, honey."
Yeah, it's not like okay, sure.
And she goes, "I want to try." John, we get out in the backyard, and she's cracking the ball over the fence.
Holy shit!
Lefty, stronger than the righty. She's cracking the ball over lefty, and her swing is 1,000 times better lefty than it is righty. She's a righty, but she hit for 2 seasons. She hit righty. She's swinging faster and more powerful at lefty.
Wow.
And she's a switch hitter.
Yeah, switch hitter, man.
I couldn't believe it. And I was like,
training her now.
I was my mother, who, if you know my mother, never curses. I told my mother, I sent a video. My mother calls. She goes, "Holy shit!" It was. I mean, like I almost like even. I'll see if I can send. I'll send the video to Luke. Maybe he can put it.
Yeah,
put it in there. But
that's amazing.
And see the swing. It's really it's amazing. I was blown away by it, to be honest. And you can hear me. I'm like, I think, like, yeah, it's good. Anyway, so I sent it to Luke. Maybe Luke can put it in there.
Yeah.
All right, let's get going here. Fuzzy Bubbles. Well, Ron H went to jail for weed and being intimate with a polar bear. Was that me instead? Fair enough. Okay. Go Pal. Obsession was acquired for $15 million from TIFF. Wow. That's nuts. I mean, yeah, makes sense. They made their money back and then some. Ayoshi Umetsu. Every Toy Story 5 showing was sold out at my theater and had it in 4 screens. Also sold out 300 popcorn buckets in less than an hour. Wow, $70 a pop is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Those are the ones that with the wings and it lights up. It's amazing. Yeah.
Mr. Reyes, Disclosure Day, in my opinion, is the worst Spielberg sci-fi film. Do you agree? No. If not, which one is the worst? I don't. I actually love Disclosure Day. And look, it's weird. I couldn't believe. I couldn't believe how many people turned against that movie and how many people don't like it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe AI is that one?
Yeah, probably AI. I hate AI in a lot of ways, and it doesn't hold up. It does not.
I haven't seen it since I saw it in the theater. I was bored to tears. Yeah. Okay. Smaug. Just to note that the second MCU film, The Incredible Hulk, was a box office disappointment. This is true. Point of comparison for DCU's second outing, Supergirl. It's not the same, but it is true. It's not the same on a lot of different levels. The Incredible Hulk did not cost $175 to $180 million. Is part one. Part two, it came out a month or two after Iron Man did. Right, it was right around the same time I think The Dark Knight came out. Also, and the MCU wasn't established, and the comic book world wasn't really established. So it's different, but it doesn't mean that it couldn't have a jump up. It couldn't be one of those movies similar where second didn't perform, but the rest of them started to. Possible.
I just think you have way less of a leash than you did back in 2008 with the fans and with critics and with people who go to this stuff. So it's a different time.
Apparently, Incredible Hulk cost $150 million. I didn't know that. So I mean, that's still. I mean, that was way too much money for that movie. How much did it make?
Incredible Hulk
cost $150 to make in 2009. Jeez, that's too much. Michael D. Enjoyed the latest Sam scare you posted. People were thirsty in the comments. Hilarious. Yes, people were liking Sam's figure. I'll say that. But yeah, I have a lot of those. It's funny because I haven't posted a lot of the scare videos on YouTube. I've only posted them all on Instagram. I should post them all on YouTube. I've scared her like at least 8 times. At least. Mike Joyce, very minor. Toy Story 5 issue. The Buzz drones. What year is it? Bonnie got the toys in Toy Story 3 in 2010. Other than that, I loved it. Way better than the 4th one. Yeah, I mean it's sure, but I mean it's a minor issue for sure.
Yeah, and they're upgraded Buzz drones, so they wouldn't be part of the first batch. So it makes sense that they would not know who Star Command is and all of that stuff. So it does work.
Luke put the video of Maisie up there. Hold on.
Okay.
Show you. So it's just her. You just see her swinging.
Okay.
Yeah, she starts from the left. Okay. Swing. Now go back to your right. Now swing on the right. I'm telling you, I think your left is better than your right. Now she swings. She kind of let go at the end on the right.
Yeah.
Like that's the normal is the right, but look at the way that she ends the left. Swing.
Like gets confident.
Yeah, and it's like that's
confident stroke.
It's level.
Yeah,
and so that it worked.
It's Mike Judge-esque. Come on now.
And dude, I'm telling you, she was like, She was smashing it over the it almost landed in the neighbor's pool. I was like, I couldn't believe it. She never hits that hard. Okay. Let's see. Armada, will the Jelly Roll divorce take over the summer? It's so funny. No, I keep getting notices for that, and I don't know if I've cared about anything less. Yeah, see, even
couldn't happen to a better guy, though. Couldn't happen to a better guy.
See, Ed said you can see her way more stable from the left. I agree. Totally. Yeah. Okay. Nathan, it is crazy what the Blair Witch accomplished before social media. That's a great point. It was a guerrilla style production over 8 days. Look up the salaries on the movie. We shouldn't discard that because I know we both said that,
of course.
It trounced Blair Witch, but Blair Witch did it in an age where they were pretending it was a real thing on mock and having to get it on television and stuff too. They didn't have the benefit of having a YouTube channel to filter out notice and that kind of thing too. So it's true. Yeah.
Blair Witch is one of the foundational pillars of the reality TV world we see now, whether we like it or not, because it kind of blurred those lines for a lot of people because there wasn't social media. People weren't online going, well, it's fake. It's not real, blah, blah, blah. So a lot of people like me went in going like, wait, is this real or not real? And it was part of the suspension of disbelief which made the movie work.
And another reason, as PLD pointed out too, social media couldn't spoil the ending.
Right. Exactly. 100%. Right on that.
Fuzzy Bubbles. No spoilers for the actual episode, but what season do the JTE rules start? Because I forgot rewatching from the beginning. I think they started. They either started in 3 or 4.
Yeah, I thought 3.
3
maybe 4.
It might have been at the end of 3 because it was getting to a place where he just kept doing it.
Yes,
and people were wondering. He would buy time by just he kept repeating the question. He said, "Oh wait, can you ask the question again?" Or wait, what was that? Can you ask it again? He kept doing it, and we're like, he can only do that 3 times, and then we'll just call it the JTE rule. And so then JT rule stuck. That was it for the whole thing.
I do think JT never gets like the full credit he deserves for how foundational he was to the success of the Schmoedown. Like people always talk about me or Dan or Ethan, even
first ballot Hall of Famer.
Right. I mean, like honestly, because the JT trial, that was people loved that.
His upsets, he had major upsets in season.
He had upsets, or exactly. Yeah. The JT rule. I mean, he had a rule named after him. And then he went on this incredible run with Jeff as tag team champions. And so he never gets the kind of credit that like all the other guys get, but he deserves so much.
And there's so many things he did. In season 1, he did really good in the tournament. Season 2, he did really good in the tournament. 3, he was having, people forget, he lost like 4 or 5 in a row. He was in the shits.
Yeah.
And then he went like that. Yeah, JT had a great run. Ace, which one makes more money? Mando and Grogu or Supergirl? Ooh, that's a good question.
That's tough.
What is Box Office Mojo?
I think Mando's at 320, 325 right now.
Let's say Mando and Grogu right now is at 321.
Yeah.
Oof. I'll say Mando and Grogu. I think it had less competition. Maybe. I think it had less competition. I think Mando and Grogu makes more money.
Damn.
Yeah. Mike's Movies Madness. Alicia Malone is also smart. Oh yeah. As soon as she got TCM, she nods to Roka, jumps off social media.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. She did. She got off right away.
Yeah, she's smart. And she was always driven to do this thing. And she spent a year getting ready to audition for TCM. Like she was
perfect. She's perfect. Screwface. I do think 80s nostalgia is done, and maybe we should be moving more towards 90s to early zeros nostalgia. If you were born in 90, you're almost 40 now. I mean, Winston made that point the other day too. And I think if you're going to go after more properties in nostalgia sides of things, 90s is probably the smarter thing to do business wise. As Roka and I said, it might be 20 years too late to try to do 80s, but it doesn't mean that there's not material. I still think that and I don't know what the rights are. If they could get the rights to the Marvel G.I. Joe series and turn that into a series on television, that could be something wonderful. I don't think movies is the way to go with that stuff anymore.
Well, I think that's where, and I agree. I think with Screwface is, I think there's going to be a delineation. I think TV streaming wise, there's a lot of nostalgia for those shows. I mean, we're about to get A Different World on Netflix with the Different World people coming back and their kids going to college. So like there's and the Karate Kid, like Karate Kid stuff.
Yeah, Cobra Kai,
eventually. Like there's stuff on the TV side of things. I think that's where the wealth is for nostalgia. theatrically, I agree. It's not resonating with even Predator Badlands, which people loved. Predator Badlands didn't blow up the box office. It did a profit, but it didn't blow up. So
No, I think he meant movies.
yeah.
Because movies
TV's where it's at.
TV you absolutely can still do. RC, I want Gunn to succeed because I'm a fan. From the beginning, I felt his ego and arrogance was going to hurt the DCEU by not going with the OG characters. He has a love for quirky characters. He does, and I think he wants everybody else to. It reminds me a little bit. It's kind of like it's that idea of no. If I can dig it, then you can dig it, right? And it's like I don't know. I just don't know if that was the right strategy.
Let me tell you, I know people have come after me now for over a year because I've been pointing out his arrogance at times. I know he's very smart. I know he's a nice guy. I think his wife is amazing. I think she's a good actress. But like James's arrogance at times is his Achilles heel. And look, that arrogance is why he's successful. But I think he's more, to put it in sports terms, he's a great assistant head coach. I don't know that he's a great head coach. I think he's like Robert Loggia in Necessary Roughness. He's good to come in and coach the critical game while Hector Elizondo is in the hospital. Kevin Feige's in the hospital. But to run the actual team the whole time, I don't know that he's got the sauce to do that. And we'll see what happens in the next couple of years, but it just doesn't feel that way.
You think he's going to You think he's going to be there past Paramount?
I think he's going to be there past Paramount for Man of Tomorrow. I don't think he's going to be there.
He'll be done by will they be in place by then?
I think he'll be gone by after Man of Tomorrow. I think so.
Even if Man of Tomorrow is a massive success?
Yes. And I'll tell you why. Because he has been, and this is fair, I want to be fair in this analysis, because I think he's also been hamstrung by the success of Batman. There is no way Brave and the Bold wouldn't have been his second movie if the Batman 2 wasn't also coming.
Right.
And so he's kind of screwed by the
success,
but also by things outside of his control.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, remember, John, can you imagine if, and as I've talked about this many times, but can you imagine if The Flash, Aquaman 2, and Shazam 2 would have all made money?
Yes. Yeah.
He would have been in the shits.
He would have been stuck with those characters.
He would have had to use them.
Yes.
That's why he kept saying the
100%.
door was open.
100%.
All right. Johnny Venerable, Masters Universe needed to take on the tone of the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. There's some humor, but it's balanced with darkness, respect for the lore. Need a watch long. I love that 1990s movie, the 1991. I agree. There's some goofy things going on in that movie for sure, but for the most part, they do they take itself seriously. It never feels like a Saturday Night Live sketch. The sequels started to a little bit. They went a little lighter with it, which I never understood why they did that when they had success with the first one. I agree, Johnny. Yeah, I think that they dropped the ball with the He-Man movie tremendously.
Totally.
I am too fly Cam. College and NFL will be the only competition for Spider-Man. Yeah, but that's
neither one of those things kick off until September. What are you talking about?
Well, he's saying maybe that, but at that point, I mean, and doesn't the first game of the NFL like late August or is it early September?
I think it's early September.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's college that I always think of. Greeny from Oz, still waiting for Dr. Zhivago Cinephiles episode. Is that coming?
Zhivago eventually down the road, but like we're in the middle of a lot of epics right now because we're doing Interstellar. Our second episode just dropped, and after we're done with Interstellar, which hopefully is this week, the third part, we're jumping into Oppenheimer. So, and then The Searcher. So we're doing a lot of classics back to back to back. Zhivago, I think we'll try to tackle next year, but thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
All right, this is hilarious.
September 9th is the first game of the NFL season. September 9th.
Tiffany is almost Tulsi Gabbard. That picture. it's great. It's great.
Hopefully she's not as controlled as Tulsi.
Comic Lover 90. Sup, you sack of shit. Marvel making bank. I don't know why, but I'm exhausted. Maybe. With Cape Films right now. Did Roku know that using the parish shit isn't cheating according to my school notes? Okay, maybe so. Full effect. Was a little skeptical about leading Sam's Star Wars journey with Andor, but you nailed it. It's a great idea. Our members getting another drop today. So no, they're not, because last week Sam and I decided, well, there's two things that happened. One, we had a 4-hour shoot planned. She had to cancel on me last Tuesday, I think it was. Then on Thursday, I went to the parade. And then I guess the one day we did shoot, we shot House of the Dragon. So we have, hopefully the goal is that we're going to shoot some more Andor episodes on Wednesday so that we can at least get one on Friday. But we're going to be backed up a little bit. We're going to start to get back on track. But we promise once you got the members will always get the drop first. It's just a matter of her coming in and us knocking it down. But we're a little back. We're a little behind schedule right now because of House of the Dragon.
You got to use the shit shoot if you're backed up.
Joey Petrus coming in late. Support. Thank you,
Thank
Joey.
you, Joey.
Maddie B with a big one here. Thank you, Maddie B. I agree with Haskell. Let's F and go, people. Over 700 people here are watching live, but only 38 likes on the video. Come on, FF's sake. I know it's Monday, but come on. We should have at least 200 likes, so please click that like. Look at Maddie. I got to hire Maddie to be my PR guy.
Thank you.
I mean, that's true. I don't understand why people still do that. I don't even tell people to do it anymore because I just think it's like a given. If you're watching the episode, click like. You don't have to put in a question, but click like. Drifty 1290. Haven't had to wait in line for a movie ticket since Infinity War and Endgame. Good sign for brand new day. I mean, yeah, it was. Haven't had to wait in the line.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
He said he hadn't had to wait to get tickets, so he probably had to wait online to get tickets.
I see what he's saying. I thought he was saying because he didn't have to do that either. Yeah, definitely a good sign. 100%. Yeah. Live daily. Roka, did you hear? Smets with the clear scans.
Yes.
So glad. Hopefully your Jedi Way spinoff comes back soon. Love you guys.
Thank you, Live. I appreciate it. Yeah, Kevin and I, he texted me like within minutes of getting the results, which was really kind of him. And I love him to pieces, and I'm glad it's clear. And yes, now we can start planning stuff for sure. Yeah.
Battery. That was not Roga's first time saying Daddy Woody.
Oh, your dad's been talking about our time together again. Jesus. Come on, Battery.
Corpipa. 5216. I bet Roka knows about Jeff Snyder's article about Star Wars and where it's going. What do you guys think of it? Movie and 2 series per year. It makes me nervous because like what are they? I got to see what they are first. I mean, if we're getting 2 series like Obi-Wan and the Acolyte, then no thanks. If we're getting 2 series like Andor a year, we're getting 2 series like HBO Max type real quality behind it. Sure. So I hold no not in just Jeff Scoop, but I hold no credit in that plan until they
Nothing about it excites me.
No.
This is, the Star Wars is close to becoming the Jets or the Browns, where it doesn't matter who's the coach, it's the organization that's the issue. So until they fix the organization, as you've been saying yourself, Kristian, it's how can I have faith with any plan they have going forward?
JLM 219. Roka, big fan, brother. I watch your shows every week, but you owe my mother an apology.
I apologize to your mom, JLM. There you go. I apologize.
Fuzzy Bubbles. Joke. Reflections on Toy Story 1. Did the dad name him Woody because he was close to his son? Joke. Reflections on Toy Story. Did the dad name him Woody?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I'm sorry, Fuzzy. I don't know what that means.
And if that's a pedophile joke, get out of here with that crap.
No, I don't think it is. I hope not. No. He's saying reflections on Toy Story 1. Did the dad, who named him Woody? Who is there another dad? Is there another person named Woody besides Woody? I don't know. I'm confused by that one, buddy. I'm sorry. Ron H. I'm free now to celebrate. Woohoo. What happened? Corpipa. Insider article Blade rumored debut in Avengers Secret War. That makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, totally. Big one from Mark Jason Ali. Thank you, Mark. Hey guys, I don't get to watch live as much these days. I saw Disclosure Day last week. I loved it. Emily Blunt's a treasure. Love Toy Story 5, complete full circle moment, and Jesse is perfect. Seeing Supergirl tomorrow, rooting for it. Take care. Mark, come back and tell us what you think. Very curious to hear because the first 2 movies seem to be on the same page. Very curious. I'm glad you're back. Like Mark. Mark's a really good guy.
Really very kind.
Coolly High. I love this community and you guys. Keep being apologetically you. May your pillow stay cool. Coolly, you're the best. How'd the book do?
Yeah.
I don't know. Mark, Jason Ellie. Is the member stream still happening on Friday? Will Sam make an appearance this time? Sam will not be here on Friday, so no, she probably won't. For right now, it's still happening unless anything else comes in. But yeah, the live stream, which happens once a month, is happening this Friday. Yeah. Ron H. Just a little misunderstanding around me being nude in public. I was scaring the public with my member. It's a monster. I can't believe this is true. I can't believe this is true. I don't know what he's saying. Dr. Gravity. What is this comment? I know exactly what that that picture right there. I know exactly what that's from.
Whoa.
That's from me doing the communication problem with Roxy. What is this comment from Matthew Garrett saying Toy Story is going to flop because they took a boyfriend and aimed it at girls? There's no way he said that.
He did say that, but he's been saying a lot of stuff the whole stream.
Matt,
just needs attention.
There's no world. See, this is the whole point.
Yeah.
You can't. This is when you're just playing on another team.
Yeah,
Right. And if you want your team to be taken serious, you can't say if you think Toy Story 5 is going to flop, I would never hire you to tie up my shoes. There's no way. There's no way you really believe that. You can say because you have your agenda. You can say I want it to flop, but if you think it's going to flop, you should never make a prediction about anything in your life ever again. That would be that's the dumbest comment anyone's ever made. If you really think that that's true, if you think it's true.
Another frustrated incel.
Whatever. But regardless.
No, I've watched his comments the whole stream today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever else he says, just in a common sense, if you think Toy Story 5 is going to flop, you should never make a prediction ever again and never go to Las Vegas. Amada, AYT. Profile pic is George Lopez from Shark. Oh, okay. Double Toasted did a roast of it over the weekend. It was hilarious. Those guys are
nice. Those guys are great.
Yeah. Ron H. Today's thing was true. I was merely warned and given a second court date. Don't ask it. It does not involve theater. So don't ask what it really happened. So good. I'm glad that that's not what it really was. Comic Lover, you're an awesome dad. Seriously. No bullshit. Thank you.
No bullshit,
Thank you. I appreciate that. Roca, Messi is just unreal. Goat of all goats.
Says 38 years old, still doing it. Won today, 2-0. Yep.
Armada. You'll have a list of top 5 films so far this year. No, not yet. Not yet. I would say Toy Story 5 is in there for sure. I'll tell you right now that the Furious is in there.
Yeah. I just did my review last week. What a great film, dude.
Great, wasn't it?
Yeah, loved it.
Yeah, that's in there. Armada, Crazy Bear season 5 drops this Friday.
Already?
See season 4. Looking forward to that. Yeah. Here we go. Vaseline based. Sorry, but you seem a little bit jealous of Gunn, Roca.
There's I'm not in any way like in the same hemisphere as James Gunn. I'm just a lowly YouTuber. Like I'm just offering my opinion. Why would I be jealous of Gunn? I have no aspiration to lead a franchise or to lead a studio. If I want to do that, I'd have never gotten on YouTube. I'd have been an executive somehow. But no, I can't be. I'm not jealous of Gunn. I think he's great as a creator of stuff. I like his movies. I've been very positive about all his movies. Just the arrogance sometimes bites him in the ass, man.
2 more for now.
Okay.
Drifty, sorry for the confusion. There was an hour queue waiting for tickets, and that was even for the Prime what was it? Managed to see it on Wednesday. So yeah, I mean, no, I got it. Once Roca had made that clear, I understood exactly what you meant. Yeah, that movie, the fact that's why they're estimating that it's going to make so much. Those alone. Yeah, and that's not even including the people who are walking up to buy the damn tickets. Bobby, have either of you watched Sugar with Colin Farrell on Apple TV? No, Roxy watches it. I've never. Colin Farrell's one of my favorites. I just never started watching it. I'm still watching 12 Monkeys. I'm almost done with season 3 of 12 Monkeys, and then I'm watching that other show right now that I said that I can't talk about yet. And then House of the Dragon. Those are the 3 shows that I'm watching currently on television.
Right.
All right, John. That's it for now. I think. Let me see.
No more from Maddie.
Maddie B. Sheep Detective drops on Prime Video June 24th. Reaction. I won't be doing a reaction to it, no, but I am going to be watching. I'll probably watch it with the family. You know what I watched with Vivian last night? I watched the Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Flies. Because it's one of her favorite books.
Do you like it?
It's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I like watching it with her. She is like tells me about all the book accurate stuff about what, because she does not like the 1990 version of it all.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. That's right.
It's just not. It's not book accurate at all, and that really bothers her. But she likes this one, and so far it's it's not bad. It was a BBC show that they then put on Netflix. Yeah.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
Comic Lover. Pretty sure Roca could run DC better than Gunn.
No. You know what I would do? Here's how I'd run DC. I'd hire Michael Vogel to run the whole fucking thing. That's what I would do, and sit back and just do interviews. That's all I would do.
That was it.
No way.
All right, John. That's it. We reached today. 80 questions. Pretty damn good. A lot of generous donations here today.
Thank you, guys. Much love.
Can you win 2 in a row? We're going to find out this week. Where can anything that you want to promote before you get?
Yeah, just come follow me at The Roca Says on all social medias. Head on over to my YouTube channel. We just crossed 42,000 subscribers the other day, building slowly but surely, and I love it. So head on over there. A lot of great content there. The Hot Mic, the Geek Buddies, the Spill the Tequila, and then eventually, of course, Smets and Frank Janish and I will be back on some show. And I've been working on a show that's coming very soon in the next couple of months that I think is going to be really good on the channel. So head on over there, youtube.com/John Roca Says.
Two more.
Two more? Okay.
Yeah, coolly high. My book is doing great. If it becomes a movie, I want you both in it. Deal. It's called Living for a Purpose. It's Living for Purpose. Excuse me. It's selling great. Super happy. I'm so proud. I'm so happy for
Is
you.
that on Amazon? I'm gonna
Yeah.
get it right now.
He's the best. Last one. Cody Erickson. Whose idea
Hey.
was it to get the Patriots shipping up to Boston? Me. 100%. 100%. The perfect choice. And Roka, June Guy actually hate each other? No. Much love.
No, not initially. I think the game itself caused a lot of division at the time, and there was just people. It's like the WWE. People want to succeed. There's egos. They get smashed in, and stuff gets misinterpreted, and stuff goes crazy. But yeah, a lot of that stuff from that time was just competition, and it happens, and that's just the way it goes. But no, I don't think we hate each other. I mean, I don't feel that way about him or Ben now, but that was back then, and that was like 10 years ago, by the way, guys. That was a long time.
I'm staring at a poster right now, and it's that old school fight poster that Brian Ward did. And it's Merle versus Roka, February 17th.
Oh, yeah.
2017.
Right.
It's almost 10 years old, that match.
Wow. Yeah, that's how long ago. Like, I'm a completely different person now than I was back then. And I had a lot of things going on for me back then that I had to deal with, that therapy was as well. So
all right, get out of here.
All right. Thank you guys.
Oh, sorry, John. I didn't mean to cut you off. Thank you for John for being here. Thank you for you guys for being here. Special time that we did today too. Like I said, my Out of the Theater for Supergirl is up on the channel if you want to check that out. My reaction with Sam for House of the Dragon is up. We will be doing that. As I mentioned, we're going to be a little backed up on some of the reactions and or Invincible. They'll be coming back in full force soon. So you're like, oh, where are they? They just, with the shooting schedule, it is what it is at the moment. But we'll be back in once I get some more stuff recorded. We'll get them back on Tuesdays and Fridays as we originally did. Again, thank you to everybody who did this. And then thank you, Josh. Complete Kubrick Criterion status for pre-order. That's good to know. Thank you very much. You guys were all generous. You're all really kind today. Really appreciate it. Make sure you're checking out Spotify. Thank you to Sam and MK for doing the time codes. As always, thanks to PLD, Luke, Jonathan, the whole crew for being here, Smets for putting together the shorts on the show. Thanks. Go on over to Instagram. Check me out over there. Appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on the flip side. So we'll be back tomorrow with myself and Mike Kalinowski. Appreciate it. And we'll see you on the flip side. Bye.
Did you shit in there?
Yeah, we got it back. Perfect. It's not next to the logo, so I got it. Oh, okay.